Welcome back to the table, everybody.
We're back from the storm.
Back from the storm. Our roof has been fixed. I use quotations because that has yet to be tested, but they claim that it has this time, as opposed to the other times.
Hold on, this is made of metal. Let me test.
Now you're just asking for the dance type to fall on you.
A roll for acts of God.
Yeah. Critical failure.
Roll it up, lands on a 1, and then it comes down. Perfect comedic timing.
Yes, we're here. We're back. We are ready to play some more Dungeons and Dragons and solve us a goddamn mystery.
Yes. Where last we left our heroes, they had to continue on with their investigation, find out that the entire rest of the lot is falling apart around them, and trying to figure out who's doing what and who done what without actually interacting, which was kind of the hard part.
Damn murderers.
You're not even looking for the murderers. You're looking for a sub-murderer. You're looking for, like, the subsect of murder.
I hate it when murderers subcontract. Such a quagmire.
Well, we might have found something last time.
You have found something last time. You found what was a giant gorilla suit with 4 arms, actually taking away one of the secretaries of Ford.
Thinking quickly!
Yep, and thinking quickly on your feet, you were actually able to save her. However, you guys ended up going into the museum area following after the gorilla. The gorilla is gone. However, you all saw that there was a movie reel being showed on a projector. And while the projector was going, a couple of your compatriots were actually being sucked into what appears to be the film itself. Applying what you believe is the proper film, you too have been sucked into the film. And that film was The Great Goofus Galivant.
The Great Goofus Galivant. My God. I've never seen this one. Don't spoil anything.
And with that, we shall stop that song and bring us in elsewhere. So, with that, everything else around you seems to have white out.
Like Antarctica, like a snowstorm.
Like a
Like a snowstorm
snowstorm.
in Antarctica. Comes full circle with the pre-show sometimes.
Yeah. So, trying to get any grasp of, like, vision around you is kind of difficult, because it kind of almost feels like the entire world around you is, like, you know how film reel damage kind of looks, like, as it's
Like
starting to
hot
bubble
marks
up?
and
Yeah. Like, you get some of that in the outside of your vision as you look around. All of you are getting this, by the way. There's, like, film grain and a little bit of just, like... But as that takes purchase in your mind, you're slowly starting to get, like, silhouettes and, like, negative space of other things around you. Everyone roll a perception check.
Nat 20. Good way to start the night.
11.
13.
All right, let's start with Belghast then. Belghast, you're getting very weird patches of blobs, like, around you. You're trying to, like, you can't feel your body reach out and grab anything. It's almost like your body's moving in, like, a slow kind of, like you're feeling a malaise in your entire body as you move. You don't physically feel ill, but your body, like, it kind of feels like how you feel after you've, like, exercised for a couple of hours and, like, your body's just, like, catching up with the fact that you just did all that strenuous movement. You reach out and you grab what feels like a large fern, maybe about the size of yourself.
Hello, Fern.
Did you do it?
I just start shaking it.
What do you know of the Directorate?
You touch it, you pry your hand away from it. You almost get the sensation that there's, like, some kind of sticky adhesive as you're trying to pull away from it, but your hand gives, like, is taken off of it. You look at your hand, there's nothing there, but your entire body is, like, in this black and white kind of, like, visage.
Oh no. Not again.
Kyle, there's color slowly returning to your vision. Above you is a blue sky, but then it starts to feel like there's, like, a watercolor effect as it spreads across, and now there's, like, a red, like, kind of, like, it's almost like an autumn kind of, like, color gets added into it, and then you see as, like, the sun in the horizon over, like, it's just a flat plane, and then over in the horizon, the sun, like, actually comes up to fulfill that, like, orange amber kind of, like, glow in the sky. And then it creates a sunset, and then everything else around it is starting to create those silhouettes like Belghast has been seeing. Enough that now you're actually also seeing everyone around you, like slowly come in, but they're all negative space shadows. Blugen.
Yeah.
Which direction are you looking at?
Whichever one I happen to be facing when I came in.
Well-
what are my choices?
Well, north, south, east, Dennis.
Dennis. I face Dennis at all times.
All right. Dennis, at this point, is you looking up.
He was pretty tall.
You look up. The sky around you kind of like has a starry speck to it, almost like it's a nebula kind of like above you. Okay. Aurora Borealis. This time of day, this time of year, localized entirely in your weird dimensional space.
So it would seem.
It almost feels like it moves.
Ooh.
Like a ripple in water.
I reach out my hand.
You reach out your hand for it. You're getting that same malaise, and your hand's like only comes up to like halfway over your head, and you feel a gravity push you down.
Really makes you feel small. Yeah.
That ripple effect happens one more time before now, out of nowhere, like that color of the nebula kind of like fades away, and then that red appears, and everything else around you is appearing. You see color at this point. Everyone else kind of like looks like they're fading in, almost like an ink blot on water, like an ink watermark onto a piece of paper. You're not doing that so much. You're actually in full color, and you're noticing that there's a scene of a jungle or some sort of like leafy vegetation area that you're standing in. You're in like a camp zone where the sun appears to be setting, even though it like rose just like a few seconds ago.
I know exactly what to do. I spin around until I look like a tornado, and then I reappear looking like Rough Riding Teddy Roosevelt. Complete 1930s explorer, guys.
Well, as you do
Ah!
as you do that, you notice that there's also someone else who's standing there, kind of like someone you don't know. Like everyone else came with
Teddy
you.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, Teddy.
Bully!
You notice that it almost looks like as you're able to get your motion in your body back, like it's like slowly coming back to you. The more you feel limber, the more you kind of like notice how like there's a scene of like what looks like a giant Birdman in that Teddy Roosevelt kind of like action man adventure like explorer outfit, fighting what looks like or struggling against what looks like a giant Venus flytrap man.
I'm gonna walk towards this gentleman as everybody else is fading into reality.
As you move closer to him, time passes and you see the thing chomp on his head. The head rips off. The body hits the floor.
Oh no, Harvey!
I brush myself off. At least now I don't have to ask him to change. This would have been awkward.
As you get closer to him, and as you get more movement, everything's filling in. Like your companions are actually getting color. The world around you is actually setting into one particular like motif. But again, that sky kind of feels like it ripples again. And because of that nat 20, you're the only one who notices that.
That is an odd thing. But I see a lot of crazy things. Is this guy, the corpse in front of me, would you say his measurements are approximate to that of Belghast?
No, because from what you saw...
I don't know. I don't want to see where this is going.
No, Belghast, you actually see him like fading in. He's one of the ink blots that's getting added into.
Oh no, I
space.
just wanted to see if Belghast could get a costume change.
Oh, you want to like swap out his clothing?
I mean, I don't think I can personally while he's fading into existence, but the offer is open if they do happen to fit.
Nah, this gentleman's clothing seems to be ragtag, and this person is way shorter than Belghast.
Darn. Which means he's way, way shorter than Kyle.
The corpse hits the floor, and depending on like how you're watching the scene get painted in, this corpse kind of like also has the same effect, but you visibly saw like it looked like it was part of the scenery before, like he now starts to ink blot in. It's still a corpse, by the way.
Yeah.
And then everyone snaps into the scene, and welcome, you're in the jungle now.
Oh, hey, there you are.
You all now have actual movement in your bodies. Mitzi, Zap,
we all got sucked.
Glamour and Magic are here. Glamour's on the floor, knocked out.
Who grabbed her? Did she just get sucked in, or did someone take her in here?
Well, we saved her at the front of the thing, and I guess everybody in that room just happened to get sucked in.
Yep. That's where it seems to be at this point, but now you are all standing in a very humid jungle area. There are vibrant animals and creatures screaming off in the distance that you have no idea even fucking existed.
I already hate it here.
Welcome to the jungle! We've got fun and games.
He's standing right next to a corpse, by the way. That looks like it had its head bitten off.
Blugen, what did you do?
Oh, this? No, that wasn't me. That was, what's your name? I point up to the plant.
The plant's not there anymore.
He's shy.
He's murdered again.
Again?
Again?
This is backstory shit even the DM needs to know.
Blugen, it's okay if you murdered someone. We just need you to be honest with us about it so we can figure out what to do.
I don't think that's true.
We'll also need to figure out just who this guy was. Because we may have just found whoever came in here before us.
The moment you say that, all of you hear like a scream come out of Magic as she's holding her head where like the bunny girl ears are.
Oh, do you see the weird ripple things too?
She's pulling the ears off and you all...
No, don't do that.
She's pulling the ears off and you see it's like an elastic band that kind of covers over her head. And it looks like it's some kind of like almost like the fluid that came out from the running gags is attached to her head.
Well, that's just horrifying.
Well... She looks like she's struggling. Does anyone want to do anything about that?
I will wander over. I mean, she's way taller than me. There's no chance of me getting over.
She's on her knees right now.
Still, though.
I'll bring out my short
Pretty
sword.
sure her torso is like a foot taller than me.
If Blugen's probably going to rush there faster than me because I'm being cautious, but Belghast will try to eventually get over to her and cut the fluid apart.
Okay. How will you do that?
With the short sword.
With the short sword. Are you doing it precisely, or are you just yanking it off? Because that will dictate what your role is, friend.
I mean, if she's already keeping it separated, and if the fluid's still kind of connecting the two pieces, I would just kind of go right for the, strand. Like, I wouldn't even try to rip it off more than it already is.
Sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you are swinging a sword at someone's head.
It's more of a stab, but yeah.
That's not bad.
15, 16.
16? You're able to cut the whatever this is on her head halfway, and her actual ears are actually appearing. So this thing was mocking her ears. But you're only getting it halfway. She's like kind of like grabbing with both her hands, giving you some kind of assistance. You can roll again, or anyone else could do something else, but you would get assistance with it.
I would say I would try and lock the fake ears kind of in place to make it easier for someone else to get at the rest.
Okay, so this will grant advantage then for anyone else who wants to do something.
Kyle has a something sharp, right? Hand axe.
You have a hand axe?
Yeah.
Come at her with an axe, yeah, that's great.
I'm helping!
Here I come!
Do you have something better, Blugen? Because
I mean, you can. I'm not saying. Listen. You're all fucking like paragons of your race. I assure you that if you're gonna do something, someone's gonna do it.
My thing is, I have one spell slot left. I could potentially do something. I'm actually not even sure if this particular spell would help here. I have to look something up.
Well, if it helps, I can use. Kyle can use a hand axe.
Okay. Roll an athletics check with advantage.
So roll roll the d20 twice.
Take the highest roll.
15 plus 1.
16?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You cut it off without incident.
Okay, cool. And Kyle, while he's going to do it, says, I'm helping!
Once it's separated, I would actually grab the ears and take them away from Glamour.
As you pull them away, they kind of give off this weird nebulous kind of like ichor, kind of like as it like fades away. When you grab it, it feels like it's undulating in your hand, like it's some kind of creature. It lets out a really high-pitched screech and then lays limp in your hand and starts melting away.
Oh, well, so much for a clue.
The moment that happens, Glamour's like holding her head, but then looks over at Magic and like she's fucking frazzled, but she's pointing over at Magic's head. Glamour's head, I'm sorry. She's pointing where the ears are.
Okay, so the Glamour's actual ears now.
Yes.
Okay.
No, she's now pointing at. Okay, so it's Glamour's on the floor. Magic was the one that had this thing ripped off her head. She's pointing at Glamour, who has the same ears, but she doesn't have like.
Oh, okay. So Glamour looks like she has the ears that were just ripped off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to walk over to it's
Glamour.
Magic who's or
Glamour's knocked out.
Okay, Glamour. And I'm going to look at the ears. Do we see any signs of like the gooey yellow goop?
You see like the kind of like nebulous kind of like ichor around the side of her head, indicating that it's there, but it's giving way.
Hey, buddy, you've been there a real long time. Time to get up and move along. Come on, scooter on. Come on. Time to move.
I'm attempting to talk this semi-intelligent goo into leaving.
Convince the goo.
I talked to one previously. I just want to see how this works. Like, this is more of an experiment than anything.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Huzzah! They're still pretty good.
I mean, it saw what happened to its friend.
18.
18? Remind me of what your languages are again.
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure I speak Draconic and Common. I do not speak the Old Tongue if this thing is in fact an Eldritch Beast.
You just hear.
Don't you backsass me!
You catch that though. You know deep speech.
Okay. Then I actually... I just shout, get off her! And it sounds like...
The viewer refuses!
Blugen, rip it off.
All right! This never goes well, but we'll do our best!
You want to roll athletics, or do you have some other neat way of getting rid of this thing?
That's a wonderful question.
I'm actually gonna walk over to Magic and then just continue to just flick the remains of the last one off my hand as I get my short sword.
No, it just keeps it on loop in mass. The viewer refuses.
Well, if you ain't gonna like what happens next.
I do still technically have my Popeye arms, even though that just gives me a 0 in strength, as opposed to a -1.
Could I give him assistance with my...
How will you grant assistance?
It would probably be better if you use your physical strength and me assist you.
Well, then I guess, yeah, I'll just draw... it will be a bit more surgical than just stabbing Magic's head, but I will try to, like...
Glamour.
I keep getting them confused. So, Magic's
Women, am I right?
unconscious.
Glamour is
Okay,
unconscious.
Magic was the one we've already ripped the ears off of.
Yes.
Glamour's the one that's unconscious but still has the ears. Yes.
Glamour is the
so
red
I
one.
will go. I'll use my short sword and just kind of
Glamour's red.
Try to like shave, like
Yeah, like
yeah. If I can
cut
find
along.
if I can find the seam, I will just kind of
Aha,
cut.
I will use light and I will cast it on the thingy to give it a little glowing outline. Her fake ears.
I like that you did that because now, Kyle, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. 17?
Nice.
17?
Yeah.
The world around you, when he cast the light spell,
Shabam! Poof!
you almost kind of notice that there's like temple carvings or like some kind of like ruins that you're standing near. Think, you know, the oh God, what is it? The campfire location, Dark Souls.
Bonfire.
The bonfire, like not the bonfire, but not like the first location that you go to. The one where it literally is the starting point. Not the
honestly-
asylum, but the.
Yeah, I didn't play the first Dark Souls. I only played 3.
But in any case, there's
The
like
stab zone.
Yeah.
I've never played it. I
There's
assume
a-
it's called the stab zone.
someone.
Probably.
Thank you,
Firelink
Firelink Shrine. There's a bunch of like broken up statues and like what looks like there's supposed to be a building here that you're standing upon, but it was overtaken by the vegetation here.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of statues that have depictions of smiling faces that also have the sun and a bird like depicted on them. Casting the light spell actually made the face glow.
There you go, that should help.
Athletics
All right.
with advantage.
Okay. Where's my other d20? There we go.
Nice.
15 plus. Where's my athletics? 2. So 17.
17. You find the part where like the nebulous kind of like goo is like forming. You pick the sword in there, and you're actually able to pry it up to the point where the goo is now like still screaming something about the viewer. Only you're hearing this, by the way, unless you have deep speech.
I don't think so. I tried looking, but I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, it would have been in this box.
Okay, yeah. Nope.
Well, considering what you are, you actually do have deep speech.
Oh, well, so
Oh.
I should maybe write that.
Yeah, you have common and deep speech.
Well, I know what he's saying then.
Yep, he's screaming something about the viewer.
Mm.
You carve about halfway. This creature where you carved is now lashing out with little pseudopods. What is your AC?
Not high. 12.
12? Not at all. He like flails around trying to like whip at you and it does nothing. You're at the halfway mark. What do you do now?
I'm going to pause for a moment and shout again in deep speech. Who is the viewer?
The viewer's watching you right now.
I figured that. Who is the viewer?
The viewer's watching you. You can
Okay, well we tried.
Blugen just kind of like scrapes some like ear gunk out of his ears, like,
I don't know what's happening. It's fine.
How'd that sound, Tyler?
I'm sure it's sounding great.
he can't hear a monitor, so
Athletics one more time.
With advantage still, or?
Are you helping?
I mean the light cantrip is still on there, so you can see the scene.
Sure, go
but-
for it.
15 now.
15? Yeah. Slice off.
The viewer's watching.
Tell this to your viewer, and I just huck him into the woods.
Aw, those were rare.
She does not have ears. She instead has horns.
Or
They
her-
were the creature was mocking her horns along with the rabbit girl ears.
Okay, so you
Ruins
guys,
my pun, but the point's the same.
feeling better now? Well, I mean, she's still.
Well,
not
Zap
great.
and Mitzi are now collecting
furiously making out in the corner.
Danger does that to some people, okay?
Yeah, no, they're like fucking watching this in absolute abject horror, and they're now looking over at the corpse in the whole area. What the fuck is going on? Says Zap out loud.
Excellent question!
We're in a jungle. That guy's dead, and they had goo on them.
No,
Next
but
question.
Speaking of this guy, now that the danger is past, I'm gonna go rifle through him to see if he has any identification on him.
Where, as you say that, as everyone's asking, where the fuck are we? Magic peeps up. Oh, we're inside the movie now.
I look up at Mitzi. What's her reaction to that? Yep, that's what I figured. She's finally made it.
Blugen kind of squeals on the inside, and boop, pair of 3D glasses on his face.
No, where? Oh no. She looks so distraught as she like kind of like moves over to Glamber and like cradles her, and she's just like, she looks like this is it. She kind of like looks like she's on the verge of crying.
It looks so real.
Okay, actually, you know what? That's enough of a distraction. Screw this corpse.
No!
Why do you have such an later? Why do you have such?
Oh, good night, everybody.
I'll go back to magic. You know something about this, don't you? You know about the
Yes,
runes.
we were under Ford's control the whole time.
That explains
You know,
many things.
that explains the
A lot of
synchronized
things.
speaking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
A decent amount of things were just explained.
So, what do you remember anything from when you were under his control?
Yes, I do. I remember that guy over there. We were forced to throw him in here.
Okay, so who is he?
He's the critic.
He didn't like the previous movies.
He's not the first.
I bet he didn't like this movie either.
And they're not all critics.
So is this just Ford's way of getting rid of people?
Yes, but we don't know why. We came on board, and when we were given these things to wear, she like looks at the fucking she looks over at the fucking abomination you just pulled off her head. He said that those were just part of the design of working for the job, but we didn't know it was actually going to be running gags, and they would basically straddle us to do things we didn't want to do. We're not the first.
So Ford's had control over the running gags. Do you know what happened to Marlowe?
No, we don't.
So do you not remember anything from when you put that stuff on to now, or?
No, we do. We know all of it from going. We know.
They just got to watch.
Yeah, they were watched and puppeted to do shit. They don't know anything about Marlowe though, because they didn't see it.
Which means it probably wasn't Ford that killed him, because if he could, he would have thrown him in here.
Well, it depends. Were you at his side at all times, Ford? Well, then, yeah, I guess it wasn't him.
But Ford always said something about this stupid fucking contraption we're now thrown in. I don't think we're gonna survive here anymore. Whoever gets thrown in here never comes out.
I did learn a little bit about the powers he was using to make this possible.
Powers? He's so inadequate at magic. We all are. No one knows how this thing works.
He didn't do it himself. He commissioned the runes that made this possible. I'm not sure where he put them, perhaps in the projector. But I have a feeling Ford's the kind of guy who would want to make sure that in case this was ever used against him, there was a way out.
Kyle raises his hand.
Yes, Kyle.
Yes. I don't know if this is relevant. When the light spell happened, the sun and the bird over there, the face glowed over there. I don't know.
The what?
That's relevant.
Oh! Goofus! Says Mitzi.
Is the sun still lit up?
No, it faded away.
Perhaps it reacts to magic being cast nearby.
One sec. I just touch any loose item and cast light on it.
Once you look at the same location, yep. Parts of the etchings on the temple or on the pieces of stone actually give off a faint glow, almost like it's illuminated from it.
That's not like those ripples from earlier, but it's something.
So are there any etchings that are still unlit after he cast light?
That's the closest one you're next to, so you don't know. That's just like the one pillar that has etchings on it that you're near.
Is it just when I cast, or like as long as the spell is ongoing?
Do you turn the light off?
I have not yet. I guess I'm asking, like, as long as the light is persisting, are they glowing?
Yes.
Okay.
Mitzi is trying so hard to convey this again. Since she came off a Spelljammer, she's got broken common, and
That's fine.
she starts like pantomiming a little bit, like trying to like figure out like how to explain it. She tells you that she's seen this movie, but only in bits and pieces, enough to know like some small bits of the plot.
I worked as an usher before. I know that feel.
Do you know how it ends?
She shakes her head. Every time she was about to see if a lot of these movies end, she was taken away to do her job.
God, no spoilers, God.
You really want to see this movie?
We're living it, he says, pointing to his 3D glasses.
Well, the
movie.
best clue we have is the fact that the etchings seem to respond to maybe not just the fact that you're casting light, but your use of magic.
Well, I got plenty of that.
You look off into the distance now that everything else around you is kind of like pieced together. You look towards where the sun's setting. Blugen, it's a very similar scenario to you. You are noticing that there is a large, if not towering, facsimile of the ziggurat you saw in the prop room off in the distance where the sun is setting.
I wonder if that has a part to play here.
Well, Zap...
I point off to the ziggurat.
Zap kind of like looks off in the distance and goes, yeah, that's the prop. I know a little bit about the end of this movie because I was there for the production shoot of it. It had something to do with the fact that the Goofus sleeps within the ziggurat.
Well, That's a clear notion for anything as I've ever heard.
Yeah, if I were to write a cheap adventure movie, I'd put the enemy in the big ziggurat and then say something like that, and then when you go there, you end up having to defeat, in some circumstance, the creature. So, sounds like the ziggurat would be the next place to go.
But that also may bring up the point that a lot of the stuff that we've seen inside the prop room is stuff that's being portrayed here.
Meaning those creatures that attacked us are probably also in the movie. I don't want to meet that. Was it a gorilla or gorillon that attacked me in that room?
That was a gorilla.
That was a gorilla.
Got it. I don't want to see that gorilla again.
Oh no, his feet here.
Probably. He got all his feet back.
As you say that,
It's a Tarantino movie.
As you say that, Mitzi looks down at herself and like lifts up her like snake-like tail and goes, "No feet.
No feet.
No feet."
No feet. No feet.
Belghast just kind of hides 1 foot behind the other.
So the corpse is still there. You were gonna check it out.
I mean, we now know who this is, but I guess we'll go ahead and confirm if he has anything left on his person.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
So no head.
I was drinking, you asshole!
That got eaten by the plant.
Fuck, that went halfway down my throat before it came right back up again. This is hot tea, Jess. Fuck.
I can't kill the DM, or we will all die.
Or we all win. Depending on your philosophy of D&D. Get down in the comments and let us know. Is the killing DM ultimately a win or a loss?
What do you think?
Anyway, it's an 18.
An 18? You start rifling at this guy's inventory or like everything that he's wearing on him. He's got broken like clothing. Like it looks like he used to have like a pullover a jacket and like a button-up shirt, but that's been torn over time. The corpse, the head is completely like fucking bitten off from the neck up. This guy's body indicates that he was some kind of either a Kenku or an Arakakra.
Back when I was looking at the files in Ford's room, did it identify the person of
Kingfisher.
Yeah, the Kingfisher case was.
Nope, you didn't. However, remember, you start patting around at his person. The only thing he had on him was maybe like a little few bits of like rations. Actually, like a couple of the candy bars that actually looked like they were from the concession stand.
He got to get the concessions.
And also a golden pin emblem stuffed away and underneath one of the bandoliers.
That will be. Is it bloody?
Yes.
Perfect.
I mean, the body's without a head.
I need the perfect piece of evidence for this part.
Just dip it. Just.
I was going to do that if it wasn't already bloody. Luckily, already is.
Everyone else just looking on horrified as we're just dipping it in.
He also had a broken up spear that looks like it was made of not only tree, but also looks like the blade of the creature you saw, like a blade made out of the like face of the creature you saw.
Magic, how long ago was it that you put this person in here?
Months ago. The corpse is fresh.
So
Yeah, I watched him die as it came in.
So we either
Real rough scene to come in on.
So we have either a time problem or he was able to survive for quite a while.
Well, if you'd held on for like 10 more seconds, he might still be alive. Ain't it the way?
Everyone roll me a wisdom save as you look around you saying that.
Boo. Wisdom save. That is a 23. Hot damn.
14.
8.
Going back to my 23. Going back to
Blugen,
my
you're
session
noticing this.
0. Oh.
Time's moving when you move. The sun sets when you move. Slowly, but it's happening.
Super.
I was literally about to say it. It almost feels like a super hot moment, but it also feels like every time you look at when you like don't look away at the sun and you look back to it again, it's almost like as if like the feeling you get when you watch like a scene being pulled back on a VCR and putting in rewind and then back to the same scene again.
So, no, in character.
So we
I
didn't
can't.
notice.
You did not notice that. He did.
Damn it! I have a question, but I wouldn't know. So.
I'm just playing around with time as they're talking.
All right, both of you roll perception with advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah.
10.
With advantage?
Yeah, highest was an 8.
12.
So like I was saying, this guy must have been here a few months.
You caught it, he didn't.
I did. Great.
So
Okay.
You're Blugen's behind me.
I'm just like,
Whoop. Whoop.
As the sun's setting and rising above Belghast.
Yeah, just watching it. We're looking up at us.
What are you looking?
I run.
Oh my
I
god!
I'm a god!
Wait, I have an idea.
Yeah.
No one move. This is just like that time we stormed the ziggurat. Did anything move?
Nope.
Damn.
I have a question. If we move backwards, can we move backwards so much that the guy's head is still on his body?
I don't remember where I was standing. I could try.
You guys weren't here, so...
Yeah, you pretty much tell them that every single one of you kind of like teleported as time was moving. So the moment you actually faded into this world, that was the moment he's on the floor.
I guess for whatever
We
reason, I
could-
was just more in tune for this place. I guess showbiz was made for Blugen.
I mean, we could stand still and see what happens if he.
You made 2 puns.
Yep.
Blugen, do you remember where you were standing when you first came here?
That would be an intelligence check for you. A history check, I mean. Sorry.
Okay, we
They're
have a
both
chance.
gonna suck. Blugen is not smart.
That's a 3.
Fuck.
Nope.
I was
You point at
in
Mitzi.
this area.
That does not bode well for your theory. Sorry.
Well, worth a shot. I'm not the detective.
Man, I wish I had something that would allow me to capture this image. Do you have Blugen? Do you have the ability to preserve memories into passive illusions?
Do you?
Do you have minor illusion?
Can I have a camera? I've never spent money on inventory. I
Destiny
have no
point.
weapons.
It's fine. You have minor illusion. You can just fucking pretend like you have one.
I have a camera around my neck now.
Yes?
Take a picture of, well, without a head we have a problem, but that's something. Take a picture of this poor sap.
I hand you a minor illusion of a picture. It fades through your hands and disappears.
You actually see me frozen like that, and I get that. I don't know what I expected. Close enough. All right. Seems like the ziggurat's the next thing we can do. Everything, unless we want to. Are there any other etchings around here, or is it just the one pillar that lights
There's a
up?
couple.
Okay.
There's 3. The one you've been playing with so far, all of them still have the depictions of a smile and a sun. But they all have other different etchings on them, apart from that.
So the one, both the smile and the sun light up when he casts light.
Yes,
Okay. So how many pillars? It's 3.
there are 3.
Okay.
Also, was there a bird, or did I just imagine you said that?
There's a bird.
Okay.
The bird's there, but they're only on the one you're looking at right now.
Okay.
If they just react to magic, we may be able to do something, but only 2 of us have that power.
Well, hearing you all say that, Zap kind of like looks at his flashlight, looks over at the stone, reacts.
Well, that's kind of. I mean, whatever works. At this point, I
It
shouldn't.
appears to be just light.
Yeah, it's just light, I guess.
Well, then actually, I can't help then. Oh wait, yes, I do. I do have a torch. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you all have packs with shit like that. So
Okay, yeah, no. Blugen, light up that pillar again. Zap, keep pointing that light, and then I'll take out the torch and point it at the 3rd one.
I lean on the pillar and light.
the smile and the sun are shining on that one. The sun's only shining on the one on the left that you're pointing at, and the one that Zap's pointing at, only the smile is shining.
So is the bird on the one I'm pointing out? The one?
No, the bird's on the one that. Okay, so there's one to the north, to the west, and to the east. The north one has the bird, sun, and the smile on it.
Okay. So the one Blugen is lighting up
Yes.
has the bird, and is the bird not lit up?
The bird is not lit up at all.
Okay, so it has to be something specific.
So we have sun, smile, sun, and just smile.
Yep.
And then there's another pillar where none of them light up.
There's a pillar where it's the sun only lights, the smile only lights, and then both of them only light, which is the one you're lighting up right now.
Okay.
So just to double check, the ones where only the smile is lighting up, what other symbols are on that pillar?
Okay, so the one to the north is bird,
Yeah, no.
smile, bird, smile, bird, smile, sun.
And the smile
Smile and the sun are the only ones lighted up.
Mhm.
And the bird, the sun, and the smile is only on this pillar?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the only one with the bird.
Yep.
And so
The one on the left, the one to the west, that one is smile and sun, and that one is only smile.
Okay.
The smile is lit up. And the other one is bird and sun, and that one only has the sun lit up.
okay, so I take my light off of the one I'm pointing at.
Mhm.
I think that's sun and bird.
Yep.
And I point it at the smile one. So both Zap and my lights are now on it.
It's shining a bit brighter.
So, but the sun is still not lit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Blugen,
Yeah.
cast light on the smile and sun pillar that Zap and I are pointing at. I want to see if we can make that sun react.
Okie dokie.
I walk over and do such.
The sun does not react.
So why does smile and sun light up on that? Okay, wait. So
Is there something around here with all of these symbols on them that
No, but roll a perception check.
I will?
And while he's doing that, I point my light at the one Blugen was at, the smile
Okay.
sun bird.
And is Zap still... You're telling Zap to keep the light on that
yeah,
one?
don't move yours yet. I
Okay.
just want to move mine.
Perception is a 17.
17. You look off towards the area where the ziggurat is, and that's where the northern bit is. You kind of like glint, like you kind of like squint your eyes, and you just see as the both of the torches are now lit on the one pillar, straight to where that pillar is pinpointed at the top. You see a beam of light coming out of the jungle. It's very, very minute, but you can see it.
I point at that. That might be our clue.
The other one that already has one light on it, it's there, but way less visible. You're like 25 transparency, 50,
Zap, keep yours there, and then I point at the third pillar again.
75% transparency. You could like see it now. Everyone can see the one beam.
Opacity.
Okay. So these must all refer to locations. I do not want us to split up.
And do they all like kind of like are they all in like some sort of formation around the ziggurat?
They're kind of like in front of the entrance to the ziggurat, but they're in different locations.
So if we generally traveled north, we could eventually turn one which way to go to either three locations?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like whatever those three locations are in the jungle.
But they're all, but at least from our position, we could keep going in one heading before we would have to choose.
Barring that there's nothing blocking your way, yes.
Well, then it still sounds like we should head to the ziggurat. We've now affirmed there's something there.
Well, these things are in between here in the ziggurat, so it'd probably be good to check them, maybe. I don't know.
So for at least for one,
For plot purposes.
Mitzi actually like holds her like claw up and goes, she like points to herself like, I look. She like holds her wingspan up.
if you're okay with, I do not know if there's anything that could get you in the jungle. You would have to accept the risk that something could pop out.
Gotta look out for big bitey plants.
But she's seen this movie, right? Well, parts of it.
Not the whole thing. And who
Not
knows?
whole thing, but seen some. Know what out there a bit.
And you never saw a part where you died, right?
What?
He's trying
Her
to
ears
scare
droop.
you.
Can you carry
fine,
someone
everything's
with
fine.
you? How many? Just one? What if it was Blugen and someone else?
She like tells you to like just give her a minute. She like wants to stretch her wings out because she like hasn't had a place in the movie lot where she can actually like fly. So she like kind of like spreads her wings out a little bit, gives purchase and flaps her way up. She fades color, and she's frozen in the air.
That's unfortunate. Oh, can't catch a break, can we?
Oh, no.
You know, when I tried to reach up, it kind of like pushed me back down a little too. Those ripples were
Actually,
mean.
so is she too high up for anyone to reach? Like just by grabbing her?
Just by grabbing her nose, she's already up by like 25 feet in the air.
What if we throw Blugen? Just launch him in the air.
I can't say I disagree with that idea.
It's not a bad idea.
You know what?
Except the
Blugen-
part where he gets frozen.
But if he is able to smack Mitzi, maybe they both come back down. I've done this before. Not with, the target
I
wasn't
mean,
a living thing, but
We can't leave without Mitzi anyway, right?
Zap looks at you. Yes!
See? Zap says so, and he's a very good employee at this establishment.
I don't even know where we are anymore.
wait, hold on.
Jungle.
I have an
We're
idea.
in the jungle.
All right.
I have rope. Blugen, come here.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to tie rope around Blugen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to try and throw Blugen
Fashionable.
at Mitzi.
Very in season.
Okay.
The idea being that hopefully Blugen does not freeze. And if he's able to grab onto Mitzi, that'll create a tether back to the ground that will either go ahead and unfreeze Mitzi, or at least have us something where we can just yank her back down.
Okay. Now, as you're putting this together and you start tying up Blugen by the waist, something grabs your arm and everything around you begins to like give off like this static screaming noise. You look down at what's grabbing you. It's Glamour. Her entire eye is glazed over with that nebulous ichor. The viewer says no! And everything freezes around you.
Oh, you get my mouth open and sparks are flying right as that happens.
Did she just Zawardo us?
Or
just him?
Alright. Everyone gets a long rest as you are now
Yay! Spellslot's back!
You are now laying on the floor as you're waking up from a stupor. The sun is above you. Everyone else around you is gone.
Oh, great! Including
Wait,
him or just me?
No, you guys are still there.
Okay.
I guess they're having their
Is
own...
Mitzi still frozen above
She's
us?
gone.
Oh no.
I look around. Are we the A plot or the B plot? I hope we're the A plot.
I think we were one and now we're the other.
I feel like we're the B
Aw.
plot now.
Ah,
They're off on an adventure we won't get to see. They're doing cool stuff.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
dead.
it feels like for some reason you get like this weird idea that time has passed enough that this is day 3 within the movie. You feel like 3 days have passed, even though you all logically know that that just happened in a snap.
wait a minute. Everybody check your pockets, see if you got clues on you. We're now playing hangover rules.
Check your inventories. You all have runes representing one of the things on the stone.
Aha! New things!
What the ham and beans?
Oh look, I have the bird.
Sadly, he has the bird.
I have the bird. Oh,
Show
no.
it to Blugen.
No, it's naughty.
Bird, sun, smile.
It's crass, Mr. Belghast.
All at once.
I'll trade you.
Can I actually take it off?
As you go to trade, you feel the entire world warp around you and you revert back to just holding on to what you're given.
Ah!
I have to have
For
the
once,
bird.
we actually feel the same.
Yeah.
That weird tie.
You look up at the sky feeling this weird notion that something's watching you. The sky is rippling only to you. And you hear muttering in the back of your head, but you are unable to parse it.
Nah, nah.
I'd actually want to take my smile over to one of the pillars and just put it on the pillar. Just like hold it there.
Oh,
It- it look- it
are we
look-
where we were?
Yeah, you're still in the
okay,
same
cool.
location. But from what you're looking at, it just looks like it's an etching. So like, and you've somehow in those 3 days, you parse that it's a good idea to copy these onto paper. Your journal is ripped up, by the way.
Oh, I hate this movie.
I didn't even eat it this time. I think.
Well, 3 days are missing. Who knows what happened?
The
How's
corpse is gone too, by the way. The corpse isn't there. It's a little improper burial.
Aw.
Oh, he was self-cleaning and or magical.
Maybe we should do something before time does the thing
Ziggurat,
again.
we're going to the Ziggurat now. Okay, we
What?
get it. Ziggurat.
Ziggurat.
Okie dokie.
All right. With that,
Something tells me the viewers is bored.
We abhorred the viewers.
yep. Thank you.
They left us for 3 days.
Go ahead. We're on a new.
They
map
showed
now.
up for the 3rd movie in the trilogy. Who skips the sequel?
Yeah, the movie's like, it gets good, but the first 10 minutes just lag. It's just...
All right. So with that, you now enter the area. You pretty much head down in towards where the jungle is. There's like a little bit of a path that looks like it was artificially made. You know, like in Tarzan, like Disney's movie Tarzan, where they like made like a small encampment and it was like kind of like this outgrove in the middle of the woods. You get the feeling that something like that has been made within those 3 days' time, and you're kind of in like that weird middle ground where the plot is saying like, okay, something else is occurring alongside of it that's stopping you. So you enter inside the jungle into the leafy vegetation. I need all of you to roll initiative at this point.
Oh.
Not for combat, but just for the sake of parse.
That is 17.
Modified 20.
Do we add anything for initiative?
It
just
would be
dexterity.
this.
Oh, okay. God, I got a 6.
Okay, so what was it again?
17.
17
20.
and a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at this point, who wants to be in the lead? The lead being south of where you're going right now. Because as you enter,
I guess by initiative order that would be Belghast.
well, I mean, you can decide who
I
wants to be in the front.
nominate Kyle.
Kyle in the front.
We hold our actions.
Yeah, I'll go.
This is going to be a great experience for you.
Uh-huh.
I promise.
So as you enter into the woods, you see that kind of spacing, because going through the actual natural brush of this area kind of seems like a bad idea, because there are poisonous animals that you could visibly see hanging off the woods and whatnot. So going into a brush that hasn't been carved out seems like a very dangerous idea.
Cool, love that I'm first.
All right, so how far do you want to move? You have 30 feet of movement. Do you want to actually use the full 30, or do you want to only go towards where the cutout is?
So
Also-
essentially, this would be 20 feet of movement just to get down here.
Yeah.
I mean, 10, sorry.
But also, remember, I'm not going to say it until you decide to point out things. There's stuff on the map that might be interesting.
Yeah, 10 would be good, just where the cutout is.
The cutout is? Alright.
Also, for the record, I do have my pistol and short sword drawn.
Oh yeah, I imagine you would have your weapons out. Alright, so
Mine are right here.
Blugen doesn't need
Great
no
weapons,
weapons.
they be.
Yeah.
Oh, there's blood.
Found blood. Cool. Just a pile of blood.
Yep, there's just a giant blood spurt just right there. It doesn't look like it looks like there was a struggle here, but then the struggle ended, and then out of nowhere the body or whatever the source of the blood came from was lifted up.
Cool, great.
Can you tell how long it's been there?
Do you guys want to move close to him?
If we're,
I mean, if we're in initiative order,
Yeah,
then-
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, that's the confusing bit here.
It is very funny picturing you just yelling over to me, you don't want to go near it. How is it? Is it good?
Yeah, the last time I did that, I got grabbed and time warped.
I think you just highlight all of us and move us all at the same time.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
keep
yeah,
us in
yeah.
the
That's
file
fair.
there.
That's fair. There you go. Like I said, it's kind of very narrow to be around here.
But
Actually-
could
actually,
I
if you-
feasibly do this, or is that
You
still something
could,
you
but I'm just
publish?
going to let you in on something as you do that. When you step into the actual thick of the brush, standing within the vegetation, it gets hotter. The heat fucking rises to the point where you have to either remove some article of clothing or you will be overwhelmed.
I don't need an
Ah, it's one of
excuse. I'm
those
taking
movies.
this off. All right.
And can you tell that that was actually planned? So you wouldn't have to fucking be stuck in that thing all day, because I know that's one of the things you say is bad.
Hey, the cosplay's worth it, but I'll take the excuse. All right.
I just wear blue every time.
Let's see this. Let's see this blood. Blood.
Well, I
Fun way.
explained it to
Well, is there any way? Well, my goal would be to see how long it's been there.
that would be a medical check.
All right. Ooh, 18 plus 2, 20.
So there is now something you have to take into account. There is movie logic, and then there's real-time logic.
Fridge logic.
Fridge logic.
Don't forget the fridge.
You know what? Let's call it that. We'll call it fridge logic, and we'll call it real logic. The fridge logic is that this is after someone has been attacked, and you don't know what the attacker was, and this is what made you guys retreat. Your real-time logic says that this was a day ago,
Okay.
and you are on day 3 of fridge logic.
So wait, so this makes us we've actually been doing stuff we just can't remember?
Yes.
Huh. So you did eat my notebook.
Allegedly.
Roll a history check. This is a real mechanic, by the way.
Investigate the journal.
Looking for Blugen tooth marks.
21.
They are not teeth marks, but Blugen did rip them out to get the etchings on them.
Damn it!
Especially-
those were good etchings!
Especially on the parts that you make fun of him very, very deliberately.
Oh, well, at that point, the whole journal's gone.
Well, I didn't say you had a lot of pages left.
Just have like a little ransom note of letters in there saying Blugen is my best friend.
Wow, I can't believe you put that in your journal
I
at
don't
some
even remember
point.
putting in that many B's.
But yes, you actually obtain a little bit of fridge logic that it was him that actually tore him out. But for good purpose, to get the etchings on there.
Man,
But
we're gonna have to memento this.
Do we have to go to the bathroom in the movie?
That's a horrifying implication.
you actually, despite the fact that you have that's a very good question. Since you're running on fridge logic, the fridge logic would indicate that you have eaten a hearty breakfast and you feel like absolutely fit, thus why you all had a long rest. But in real life logic, that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. You have no idea how long you've actually been in here, or why out of nowhere just your body's regenerated everything you needed to sustain yourself.
I'd rather not answer the question of dragonborn shit in the woods. Just not.
I forget eating all the time, so.
That's even more horrifying.
Alright, well...
You eat for pleasure, like paint and other assorted items.
Paint is a drink, sir.
That's correct. I'm sorry. My bad.
A refreshing beverage after a hard day's work.
All right.
Crack open a can of coal.
So,
Coleman? I don't know.
yeah, that's fair. All right, so... do you guys want to keep moving, or... 'cause
Yes,
I can move you. I can move you, basically.
Yeah, I do not believe the bloodstain has any more secrets to reveal.
We'll keep moving to like the fringes of our vision.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
Until there's a path.
I'll move you right there.
Something.
Kyle, you come across something sitting off in the corner there, just near the edge of what looks like a broken up path.
Oh no! I don't like it.
Oh, it's a body.
It's a skeleton.
That's a skeleton.
This
Skeleton.
is Skelly Man. Can we investigate?
Do you wish to investigate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you.
Because I'm a big brave detective man.
All right. Well,
Good luck!
you are now standing in front of what looks like a corpse. It looks like the. Unfortunately, from where you are, just by looking at it, it's just the corpse of what looks like a humanoid. That's kind of like looks like it was like sitting down in some kind of position, almost like it was kind of curled up, and then it was like jettisoned off to the side. This is aged for a while now, and there is no flesh on this whatsoever.
Is it Zap?
Clothing's still there though. It looks like tethered rags, of like what looks like a brown sling, and almost like, you know, like in Peter Jackson's Kong, where all the dudes like look like they're all frazzled, and like it's that bug scene where like all their clothing is ripped up and shit, and it's all ragged and hanging off them.
I haven't seen it, but I understand.
Yeah.
The concept of monsters ripping people to shreds.
Yeah, that's there. The clothing's still there, but there's visible burn marks, but even though the flesh is gone.
I don't think it's Zap, and I'm a strong, brave boy.
You are, Kyle. You're doing great.
You see anything on him, like a pin, maybe?
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Furthermore, let us know if it's ticking. We'll move closer if it isn't.
Speaking of, roll a perception check to both of you while this is going on.
I shall.
Oh god, 9.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh. Okay, it's 15. I need to get my eyes checked. Get into that gauge. 16.
16.
21.
21. The moment he says, "Tell us when you know there's clicking," you hear clicking in the middle of the jungle to the right of you.
Who's there?
Silence.
What's going on?
Just look at the dead body.
Okay.
You rolled a what again?
9.
A 9? You are not a brave boy to try to you don't want to finger around on this thing too long, so you just like kind of like flap open and close a little bit just to see what's going on. You notice that there was a torn up, like kind of like ruined journal sitting in one of the pocket of this fella.
Oh.
Another journal ruined by Blugen.
Kyle's gonna take it.
Can't prove it yet.
There's a journal in here.
Ooh, so you didn't hear any clicking?
What? There was clicking?
What flavor is the
clicking?
journal?
We should talk about the clicking. Where was there clicking?
Hold
When was
on.
there clicking?
I'd like to step over Blugen. Let me see the journal.
He's so tall.
Okay.
It's the dancer's legs.
Kyle's gonna hand him a journal.
Okay.
Oh, they're I thumb through it to see if there's anything left.
Yes, there is. Apparently, the Goofus granted gifts to their disciples, enough that there are secret locations somewhere in this jungle to indicate where some of the gifts are, to stave off the others.
That sounds about right. All right, we've got others.
Others?
Others.
Oh.
But fortunately, if we go to where we saw those pillars of light, we can probably find something to help.
Like a way to stave them off?
I'm not entirely sure. But I'll also take the guy's skull.
What's down this path to the
You never know
east
when you need a
here?
good skull.
Since you have asked that question, I shall reveal.
Yeah, I was trying to get a good glimpse down this
Alas, poor Zap, I knew thee.
Why are we taking the
arboreal
skull?
corridor.
You never know when you might need a skull.
Well,
As a weight, as a prop.
I feel like that's bad.
We're in a movie.
I guess.
Hey viewer, you okay with this? They just yanked the skull off the skeleton.
It's a great way to get haunted.
Nothing happens.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey guys, there's a paved path over this way. Tired of walking on the dirt? Get ready to walk on dirt and concrete.
Hooray.
Check my shoe.
Stone, I guess.
So if you want to head down that way, everyone roll a perception check.
Scoobity doobity doop. Another 16.
9.
16, 9, 7.
7.
You know what? Then this makes sense that you find it.
Oh, God.
You get to about here. Belghast, you watch as Blugen kind of like looks to the south and just wanders off into the woods.
Doop, 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 doop.
Bye!
There's a path.
I found a path in the darkness.
Kyle, wait.
No, I'm not going anywhere near you in the skull, alright? I'm
don't
going
have to-
straight ahead.
Look, if I see a hole in the bushes, I walk into the hole in the bushes. It's Blugen's way.
Yeah, you do.
Oh
so.
look, you found more. Save
Another
the
corpse.
skull.
This is a smaller creature. Almost looks like either a halfling or a gnome-sized creature. It's about the body structure is about the size of you. Roll a history check to see if your fridge knowledge can give you any insight.
Good luck.
All the bodies. So many bodies.
It's not bad. 13.
This was the C-plot love interest.
Mitzi, no.
Mitzi
this-
is not as small as this thing.
But C-plot love interest, come on, that
Yeah.
has to be.
Mitzi's alive. She definitely is. She's strong.
This is the C-plot love interest that had a very big fixation with creatures. Almost kind of like gave you the idea that this person could have possibly have been a druid. The corpse looks like it's trying to lead into some kind of bend, but you're not sure. It's trying to head back to the path, but didn't quite make it. That's up for you to decide if you should either take a east or a southward approach. An east or a westward approach.
Let's see. This person died coming from this way. Does it looks like they're being chased?
Again, like the other one, it kind of like looks like they were put into like a fetal position and then just dropped, and then like their flesh is gone.
Oh. Let's see, they were consumed here. Or elsewhere and then dropped here later. Are there any like teeth marks or anything on them?
Nope,
or
it's
is
just,
a burn?
it looks like it's just bleached, burnt fucking clothing and flesh. It's just the skeleton.
And so you say there's a path to my...
You assume that there's a path. You can gauge that there's a path, but you don't know if she came from the east or from the west.
Where would that path, like, if we could visualize it?
Yeah, I will say I have like 60 feet of dark
This is
vision if
west.
it's dark.
This is west. This is east. It just depends on which way you decide to go.
I'll go east because it looks like west is kind of
East.
bared off by
Oh,
the
right.
trees there. Bye!
Yeah,
I
you
just stand on the path and wave.
Oh, they had 2 heads.
Oh, good. Got some skulls to pick up.
More skulls. Great.
roll me a
Cool.
survival check.
I won't be taking the skulls very far.
Oh.
I just need them for something.
Wow. Okay.
I feel
Keep
worse
hitting,
somehow about you
another
and the
16.
skulls.
A
I keep rolling 15 on this dice, which is
16?
good.
That's actually outstanding. Like,
Very weird.
You are, like, okay, I just want everyone to picture, like, fucking Blugen just Mr. Magooing a shitload of a bunch of carnivorous plants above him.
God.
Snap! Ooh, a dandelion. Snap!
He's good at that.
You actually kind of, like, make your... Oh, god damn it. Sorry, revealing area. You keep going your way down a path until finally you reach a point where you see a bunch of vines kind of, like, gnarling over something. There's a treasure chest right there.
Well, how about that? You are a lucky dandelion.
And it has the picture of the bird on it.
Oh, it's gonna be full of skulls, huh? It's
Kyle! I found a bird chest!
Both of you roll a perception check to hear him.
Oh, whoops! That one bounced.
That was a 1 when it landed
Well-
in my hand.
I got a 3, so we're screwed.
I can't find anywhere.
Natural!
I mean, it's technically a 3.
Oh my god.
But it's also a 1. I think he's dead.
Yeah, you guys don't hear him.
Who's Blugen?
You're by yourself, buddy, and you don't have the right rune, it looks like. The chest is underneath gnarled trees, almost looking like ensnaring vines. They're not moving, if that's what you're worried about. However, the chest
I
on
wasn't until you said it.
the chest on it looks like it's wooden, like very like aged oaken wood. And then there's like little metal trimmings on it, and etched on the metal trimmings is that of the bird.
How big is this chest compared to me?
It's about as big as you. There is something about this hidden in here that is pretty extreme.
I'm just collecting more
It's the fact that like the vines have it kind of like
They're kind of like
trapped to the ground.
they're
a
like
little
on
bit.
top of it. It's almost like it's, you know, like in swamps where like the trees kind of like have roots that kind of like just like gnarl into like this orb kind of like shape and then go into the water.
Right, I'm gonna look through my ancestry, see if it does give me anything for this. Not particularly.
Oh,
man,
Kyle, this skull would be perfect for you.
Plant
Think if it's in your
growth wouldn't
pocket.
be very good.
How thoughtful! How thoughtful you saw a skull and was like, Kyle would like this.
I mean,
Cool gift for Kyle!
what do you think you do with that gun of yours? You make these.
Do you think my gun is made out of skulls?
No.
It makes skulls.
When you kill people with your gun, which I've seen you do, usually this is what's left behind.
I don't do it because I feel like it. I don't kill people because I'm like, feel like killing. You pick up skulls because you're like, feel like picking up a skull.
Well, I just feel like things I find may be useful later. It doesn't have to be a skull, but usually it's a skull. Skulls are very multifaceted.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. Can I have the mouse, please?
Where you need it? Just right
Just
here?
give it to me. I need to ping something.
My mouse right here.
Let me ping something.
Mouse god. Yeah, no.
he
Tyler said I have it now. Where do
Then
you
this
want
is going to be very difficult because I'm not
What would you
moving
like to
things.
do?
I'm pinging something.
Mom said it's my turn with the mouse.
Well, what would you like to do? I'll accommodate.
All right, fine. 10, 15, 20, 25. No, screw it. I'm just going to say I'm going to... I'm Minor Illusioning that square right next to Kyle. So up, down one. There. There's going to be a flower that's, in Blugen's voice, will just start saying, "Hey, Kyle! Ah! Come find me!
What?
I found a thingy with the bird thingy! It's back in the hole!
Because it's
Crawl through the hole, Kyle! Crawl through the hole!
Because it's magical, you're able to see it.
I don't want to go in the hole.
Crawl through the hole, Kyle! I can't hear you, so if you're not crawling through the hole by now, I'm just gonna keep saying it. Crawl through the hole!
On Kyle's left, on Kyle's left is a flower that says "crawl through the hole." On blue, Kyle's right is Belghast saying, "Take the skull, Kyle."
Crawl through the hole, Kyle!
This movie.
Crawl through the hole, Kyle! I need that bird thing, Kyle!
I wonder if the viewer's enjoying it.
I am.
Kyle's existential crisis.
Kyle dives through the hole just to get away from the skull.
So we'll move you over here. Roll a survival
Kyle,
check.
where'd you go?
Survival is a wisdom trait. If you're
The
looking for it
skull
on
made
your
him
fly.
disappear. I'm keeping this skull.
18.
18? Yeah, you make it through. You're like you are so fucking fed up with everyone's shit. You somehow like
I'm speaking into a flower on my lapel, by the way.
Yeah,
Go, oh, there you are.
Yeah, you like lurch forward through the fucking trees, and then there's Blugen right in front of you.
I found a bird thing on this chest thing.
Okay, sure, fine. Like Kyle's just like pulls it out.
Okay. So you have a little etching. It looks like it looks like the marking could actually go over the one that's like where a lock should be, but there's like no keyhole. It's just the etch.
So I put.
So you put the etch, like you kind of like puppet the etch right where the keyhole should be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not enough to get this open.
Well, that was my best guess.
Open, please. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It smacks it a little with the etching.
I will grant you a minute before I tell you to roll a history check, because
Kyle blows on it.
nothing happens.
All of my skills are social, so...
Maybe we need a skull. Apparently they do a lot.
Oh, did you find one?
No, there's none. Don't ask Belghast either. There's no skulls anywhere.
Both of you roll a history check.
Okay. 16. That was a 17 going down to a 16 this time, not a 15 going up. Just for clarification.
6.
You are explaining all your woes and sadness upon Blugen as Blugen uses his fridge knowledge to remember. Oh right, light.
Oh yeah.
Cast light.
Boing.
Ham and beans.
The latch clicks and the chest opens automatically.
Well, I'm making.
You grab inside of it. You find what looks like a very ragged but also very well like stitched it's obtusely stitched together, but it's a hat. It looks like a very big like wide brim hat.
Is it posh?
Very posh.
Ooh.
Stitched up but posh. Oh, you wear it? All right. It attunes to your noggin and it wraps around your skull.
Ooh. It's size fitting.
Surely that does not have a sinister air about it.
How could it?
You feel something move inside the hat.
Is that face you're making because it's a really good hat?
I think it's settling.
Okay, I've heard of hats.
Well,
doing
it's
that.
attuned to your head.
And
Let's not tell
that
Belghast about this.
I'm getting at what we
Telling Belghast about my sick hat?
I mean, as you you look back at the chest is gone.
Was the hat the only thing inside of it?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going crazy. There was a chest. We just got a hat out of the chest,
And you
right?
decide to go on back.
Ugh.
You watch as Kyle comes on back looking like he wants to contemplate life, and Blugen's now wearing this stapled and stitched together like almost like sorting hat, but kind of gnarled in a twisted way on top of his head.
Why did you make that?
I didn't make it. We found it in a box. It was the bird box.
It was the bird box.
It was the bird box.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
Yeah, there was light and I got blind for a second. I couldn't see anything.
I turned on the light and Kyle's etching opened up the box and now I have a hat. I don't know what it does. Other than look really rustic? Is rustic a good word for this?
As you return back to
Not
the path,
cursed.
you hear from the ziggurat.
What?
That rings in your head too.
The temple likes it.
Did we hear anything?
Yeah, you all of you heard that. It came from the temple. It was like a muffled like
But I just heard it more clearly with the hat on.
with the hat on. Yes.
Well, I guess that's one of the gifts to protect you from the others. So, 2 more.
All right. Who wants to get back? Who is going to take lead on the track again?
I feel like I've tortured poor Kyle enough. I'll take the lead this time.
Wait, is that a skull?
It's 3 skulls.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no, they're mine.
Ah,
You got the hat.
why?
Put the skulls
You
away.
want to trade? I try pulling off the hat.
The hat comes off.
Eh?
You hold the hat out. Something stirs inside of it.
Nope. No, I'm good.
It likes you.
I'll take the skulls.
You
Thank
hold
you.
it up. You hold it up.
Yeah,
roll
I'm gonna
roll me
look
a 1d4.
inside.
Roll me a 1d4.
1d4. Oh, there's one of the dice I didn't pull out.
I just can't wait till we find the witch's anus inside.
And you have a caltrop? I don't have
I do.
a d4
Here you go.
here.
Is that what those dice are called?
We just lovingly call them that.
They might as
Yeah,
well.
they make difficult terrain if you scatter them. That's a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Sorry. A very fat green frog pokes its head out of the hat.
Yeah, you can keep that. I'm good.
What's your name, little guy? Oh, I love you. Everybody, this is.
Oh.
How's that spelled?
And we're off.
All right.
And I have a frog named and a hat.
He sinks back into the hat. He's gone.
I reach in.
You reach in. You feel 3 other things.
Oh,
It's
hello.
frogs all the way down.
It doesn't feel like a frog. It instead feels like a very orbular, fuzzy object with leathery wings.
And what's your name, little one?
You pull out a oh god, you know the little white bats that like appear in like the Honduran white bats?
Like Ace Ventura.
Kinda, they're like literally like this big, and they have like a little pug nose.
It's
Adorable.
the white bat from the stage. Oh, here I am in the movie.
I can't
You just
remember
unlocked
his
like
name.
15 memories I don't want right now. Barda. I fucking know his name!
Yeah, there we go.
His name.
So much of this is just whoosh. I think I'm happy.
What's your name, little guy?
It just squeaks.
Alright, so we have and
If you pull into your hat if you put your hand into the hat, you pull out something else. It's a rat.
you're adorable. I bet I can guess your name.
Simon.
Remy.
Yeah, the rat can just talk.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
hey, no, I have a name. What are you doing?
My name's Steve, jerk.
Asshole, put me back in the hat.
This is where I live. You're taking me out of my house. I don't walk into your house and pull you out. Not yet, anyway. Don't fuck with Steve. Steve the rat.
You can help us make spaghetti.
Anyway,
Anyway, we carry on as I'm making friends
Anyway,
with
we
my
carry on
my
as you
menagerie.
find that the path ends, but there's still an open space. You are now entering what looks like a small swampy area.
Oh no.
Oh, Shrek is here.
Yeah, let me go ahead and actually reveal a good chunk of this, because now like you have like a very big open space at this point.
Somebody once told me.
You can go ahead and extend a little bit further.
Oh, map does not like that. Right there.
Just click the minus thing up there is usually what helps.
Yeah, go ahead.
There.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Does it go even further up?
It does go further
Yeah,
up.
so-
That's why. Like, go keep pressing it down. There you go.
Yeah, we got plenty of skulls.
Yeah, to the north of you.
Perfect.
To the north of you is a pile of skulls that kind of like leer off into the woods. There looks like there are bits and pieces of the temple that you've seen in the location you first started in. They are erecting themselves out of the swampy water. There is also what looks like a pack of gold and an open up chest that has another symbol on it. But you can't see it from here. Like, it has like the etchings around it, like from the other chests you've seen, but it already looks like it's been opened and there's stuff strewn about on it. And there's also a hut, a very prematurely constructed hut next to a waterfall that seems to be kind of like eking its way into the water, but it's still like kind of like half there.
All right. First things first, I'll actually walk over to the kind of pond where this chest is near.
All right.
Take out one of my many skulls and just toss it into the water.
You toss the skull into the water, it makes a sploosh and disappears into the murky darkness.
That person used to have dreams.
It's not rising as a skull's logical fucking like calcium density would tell you.
I just look at Kyle the whole time, even after I'm dropping the skull.
Don't worry, Kyle. You're fictional, I think.
So how
Da 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 da. Wow. The world.
So how high up is this kind of like plinth here with the chest?
The plinth goes up at least 10 feet. but from where you're standing, you can see like the chest kind of like a little bit above it, and there's like little bits of like golden coins and stuff that kind of like leer all around it.
Okay, so would it be feasible to say, I want to use this to kind of get in that illusion, to kind of climb up on this ruined wall and then use that to jump over?
You could, but that would be a lot of skill checks.
No, not just one.
Acrobatics.
No, not just one. You got 2 things to jump on, buddy.
I'm sensing many points of failure. It makes me not want to do it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't.
Oh, what's the worst thing that'll happen? You get a little wet and get dragged under and drown.
Well, I'm starting to think if I take all those bones up there, specifically the skulls,
We'll make a raft!
I have a nice bridge of it over the
Well,
water.
you look at the bones. Go ahead and everyone roll a perception check.
Bone raft.
I could give you a toss.
That is an 11 this time.
14.
8.
14. You notice that the bones are actually like piled up in such a way that it looks like they are grabbed and then dragged into the woods. So indicating that there's another pathway.
So they were dragged here
So
from the
right
direction.
where the
Yeah,
bones
from
are.
there going into the woods to the west of there is a pathway.
All right, well, I don't feel like stepping into this water anytime soon, so let's take a look at these bones and the path they make.
All right, so you head on up to the bones.
And I grab a replacement skull, just to
Okay.
get my skull number back up to
Roll
3.
another perception check.
14 again.
14. You hear clicking noises to the north.
Hey!
What?
Stop that!
I'm about to dip my toe in the water. Okay.
Thank you, I wasn't gonna say anything.
There is a pathway that looks like it leads into the woods right there. Going through there will require you to give me a survival check.
Okay. Hey! Just I do not want to disappear into these woods. I found another path here. Come with me or don't. I imagine this might be into another chest.
Who wants to go with him?
Did you pick up all the skulls?
Blugen
Do you
will,
want me to now pick up the skulls?
I
or
don't
leave them
know.
Here?
I don't
Blugen will
know.
take up the invite of his best friend.
All right. So both of you roll me a survival check.
Kyle, make it clear. Do you want me to take the skulls so you don't see them, or do you want me to leave them there so you do see them?
Either way is bad. Either way, Kyle doesn't win.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you guys are leaving him behind.
Survival is a natural 20, by the by.
Oh, nice.
Kyle's going.
3
Yeah!
with a natural 1.
You take his strong finger and he ushers you through the woods in a waddle-like fashion.
Can
Get through the
Kyle?
hole! Just drag him through all the bramble above me.
Yeah.
Can Kyle get like a little more close so he could still?
Oh
be
yeah, just give me a
in-
minute.
Yeah.
We finally emerged from the brush and my teeth are just full of brambles.
It's because of the skulls. It's because you're cursed. I'm just saying.
I'm just scurrying through the undergrowth like a rabbit, and you're just getting dragged through all the branches.
All right. Once again, is another chest kind of like underneath a patch of underneath the patch of like branches that lead out into the woods. This one has the etchings of the smile.
It's yours.
I take out my etching.
I boop it with light.
Cool.
Oh, so that's how that works.
Yeah.
The chest opens, and with that, you look inside. There looks like there's a very translucent orb sitting inside of the cloth interior of the chest. The moment air touches it is the moment it starts to like spin very slowly and then just levitates off the ground and becomes way more like light blue than just translucent.
I think it likes you.
If I hold it, does it try to fight me?
No, it actually just levitates in your hand. Very gently though. You could obviously put it, it doesn't look like it's gonna like float away. It just looks like it just like likes to levitate whatever's underneath it.
I put it up on my shoulder.
It levitates.
That is pretty cool. All right. Let's try to get out of here without going through the brambles again.
Both of you
What
roll.
brambles?
Both of you. All right, 1
I
second.
just spit like a little bit of grass onto his head.
Both of you roll a perception check.
Perception.
A natural 20 for 22.
14.
14.
Quinn, don't ever do that again.
Sorry, I know. I was excited. It was a natural 20. I was
You betrayed my
ecstatic.
trust.
I was bubbling with joy. Can't you tell?
You start.
I'm so happy.
Belghast, you make out of the woods with no incident. Blugen, on the other hand, unfortunately, something catches not your eye, but your nose that just makes you absolutely want to stay put. Roll a wisdom save.
With a perception check?
It wasn't me.
Well, remember, perception doesn't always mean sight.
I know I'm the only one out here, but it wasn't me.
Wisdom saves at 23.
23?
19 on the die.
You have no idea why you thought this was a good idea to stick around. Probably, you have no idea if Belghast has some kind of like perfume or whatever, but then you follow after him.
So wait, it's an alluring scent?
It's an alluring scent.
Car noir.
And there you go. You watch as they come back out, and Belghast has this funny little orb sitting on his shoulder.
Ah, it's cute. Doesn't really match the hat, but yeah. I don't
Honestly, I prefer this over the hat.
All right, so now where are you guys gonna go?
Well, you don't have the hat, so you would say that.
Yeah, because I got this cool orb.
It's a pretty cool hat, though.
Watch this, and I just start doing like from
the Avatar thing.
No, the labyrinth where it's just.
It follows without problem, actually.
Ooh, David Bowie.
Okay, the orb is pretty cool. Is that what it does? I'm taking back my vote. The orb is cool.
The sphere is a thick glass, weighs 1 pound. Okay. The more you play with it and the more it kind of like dances around in sunlight, and the fact that you actually cast a light spell, you actually discover that it makes a giant, like, just fucking open space of light. Not like blindingly flash, but like it's almost like, it's like a creeping light where it's like dimmer. It's basically a dimmer turning on.
So it illuminates an area.
Yep.
And it does party tricks. Pretty cool.
And then just...
He's not gonna stop.
Mine's full
that.
of animals.
Maybe the orb is also full of animals. We don't know.
I'd rather not break it to find out. I like it as it is.
All right. So as you guys, where are you guys gonna move now?
Oh, there's that hut up there.
Well, we either have the hut or that chest still is one of the ones holding a gift, even if it's been opened. It does have a symbol on it, which means it must be a sun. Which means... Yeah,
I don't get to use mine.
You can use it, but whatever you get, in all fairness, will have to be given to Kyle.
Well, what would you guys like to do at this point? Do you want to try to jump on top of the pillars to jump across, or wade the water?
Well, that water should not be weighted. And I just drop another skull in there. See?
Why do we keep... These were people.
They're useful.
They had hopes and dreams.
They're not real.
Most of them, probably.
Oh, that is a good point.
What is real? You know?
We do not have the time for that. The viewer will get bored again.
Let's do pillars. I think pillar, good idea.
All right. Who wants to climb up on the pillar first?
I walk away from the wall. There you go.
I'll do it.
Okay. Roll me in athletics or acrobatics of your choosing.
Acrobatics is 5, so I should do that. Oh god. I got 9. My rolls are sucking.
Yeah, you
just hit a streak.
You kind of just like beam yourself up to the top, and you get to midway, and you start like wibbling and wobbling to the point where you actually have to go prone and hug the stone.
It's cool. Everything's cool.
Now you have to jump across.
Would a skull help?
I don't think a skull would help.
Okay, I just pick up one of the
you look down at the water, and you notice that a couple of the stones are actually like flinching and like kind of like churning off the pillar as you apply weight to it.
Well, that's... Are the stones alive?
They might not be able to hold your weight.
Ah.
I would be quick if I were you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't have a running start unless you had a feat that did that. So the safest option for you is either to back out or to jump across to the next one.
It's a 5-foot hop.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's jump across.
Right. Athletics or acrobatics if you're choosing.
That's better.
Okay, 12 plus 5.
17.
17, yes.
You choose to be nimble.
Ah.
like a cat in one of those fucking orphanages where there's like towers for them just to climb on the walls.
Oak be nimble, oak be quick.
Yep, you kind of just like meander yourself over that way and like a graceful gazelle leap on all fours to the next one and like pirouette.
Blugen holds up a 10.
Hey, Yay!
All right, from
Belghast just holds up a skull.
from this
Why?
from this location, you see that the pillar is maybe like another 5 or so feet above you, but you're seeing that there's a sack there, and it has a bunch of gold kind of like strewn about. But that's about as much as you can get from this location.
I just realized, unless he's bringing the chest over here, we don't have the symbol to open it.
It's already open.
Yes, but if it doesn't have, I'm thinking of he has to close it and then open it again to make the item appear.
I guess we'll see.
Do you want to throw it to me now before I make another
I can't.
pop? Well,
He can't give it
I'm
to
surprised none of you have like mage hand or anything.
It's not funny enough for me to
you.
have that.
Try to grab. You're gonna have to try and grab the chest and bring it over if it's just empty.
You are the strong boy.
okay.
I've seen you lift pounds and pounds of ovens. You're good.
Let's do it.
How are you're gonna jump across?
Yep.
Roll again. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult because it's higher than you.
15.
15? All of you like watch with bated breath as he makes the leap, actually makes it, grabs the edge, but then slips because there's growth right underneath his fingers. Fumbles about 3 times before finally gaining purchase and
You
actually
gained purpose, Kyle.
Yep, and lurches up on top of the pillar. And while you're looking down that way, this is revealed to you. There is a pathway that leads into the forest.
Chest was a red herring the whole time.
No, it's not a red herring, but there was a pathway right there.
Hey, guys, good news. I can get back real easily. But it's because there's land.
I'm so happy I was able to do this gag. I'm so fucking happy.
Me too. So happy for you. Let's get this dang chest.
You look at the chest. It's open. There's nothing inside except for all the gold around it. The etchings on it are of an eye.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's an eye. It's something we don't have.
I wouldn't have been able to open that anyway.
It must,
Alright.
it must have been Zap or
But there are
Somebody
only
else?
3 gifts.
I mean, maybe there were more that we're unprivy of?
Well, I guess if there's another path.
They left the gold, so who would leave the gold? Someone we know, or maybe someone else in the movie?
Well, we
the
know
che-
Ford's not here now.
Well, the chest I had only had the orb in it. Did the chest you open only have the hat?
Do you look inside?
Yes.
You look inside.
It just seems odd that if the other 2 chests only had 1 item, why is the gold here?
You look inside the box. Is it playing? Yes, it is. You look inside the box. You look inside, it's like a vast darkness that kind of like never stops going. There's almost no end to looking inside of it. You may have noticed that there's a tiny eye kind of staring at you all the way from the corner of what is supposed to be the end of this thing, look up at you. And since you can speak deep speech, this works even better. You can actually understand this thing. Watches.
Might need to be a little louder for the microphones.
Yeah, it says the viewer watches. It says the viewer watches. You are out of line, child.
Well, that's rude. I'm large. You're small.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Scary chest. Now in theaters.
Wisdom, 13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
As you say, well, you are small. The eye is now the entire opening of the chest right in front of you. To the point that you actually are so frightened by it, you are lurched back and fall off the side into the water.
Oh no.
Well, that wasn't graceful.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I'm actually gonna start coming around.
Well, before we do that.
Yeah, but I'll once he falls. I'll
Blugen
start
would go
coming
down
around
towards
that
the
side.
other bank.
I'm gonna roll again because it went on my paper and it's halfway between 7 and 15, and I don't want to.
Cock die.
What was it again?
Dexterity saving
Dexterity
So
saving.
it's be plus that value right there.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's strength. Sorry, that dex. So it's a saber right there.
Yeah, so it's 2.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice!
Natural 20.
Natural 20 plus
You
2, so 20.
you use your feet to kick off the pillar as you're falling.
My feet or my feet?
Your feet.
No feet!
No feet! We said no feet.
No feet.
Well, in desperate times.
Well, in desperate times, you kick yourself
Some
off. As you are falling down because of the nat 20, you look off to your left, and you notice that there's a what? Let's scroll down a little bit. Yep.
Master of the mouse. Come on.
I was fingering dice.
You kind of like lurch your head off to the side as you're kicking off to see if you're gonna hit land. It's very good that you're able to actually hit land, but then you look to your side and you notice that there's like a lanky person standing in the brush watching you. You hit the ground. I'm gonna say you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You kind of like lift yourself up to look back into the woods. You can't find that lanky person anymore.
Slenderman.
Ha!
The path is directly to the south of you.
It would be at this time that we're kind of coming around for this.
At this point, you guys are coming over this way. I need both of you to roll me a perception check.
17.
Also 17.
Also 17? Very good. No, okay. You're all fixated on Kyle, and then you like kind of like see his head kind of like looks to the side, and there's like a fucking vacant like wide-eye expression on him. You look in the distance, and you just see big flowers.
Did you see more skulls?
No, I saw a skull in a person's head.
Well, at this point you're only screaming because you're by the hut at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Did you see a skull?
I need both of you to roll wisdom saves.
Ooh,
I'm hella good on these. 21.
10.
You both get this pleasing smell as you go near the hut. You kind of like look inside, kind of thinking that it might be something from within. But it's dilapidated as fuck inside of there, but it looks like this used to be like your fridge knowledge tells you that this used to be Camp Alpha.
I don't.
So we used to be here.
You used to be here. And if you don't know what that means, that's good. Then the story's doing right.
Well, I just meant to say I don't wear cologne. That's how they track you.
Okay,
So the scent doesn't do anything.
The scent does nothing, and you continue on without incident until you reach about here. Roll wisdom saves one more time.
Shabba-de-doo! This sounds a modified 20.
6.
Belghast, it's really alluring for you for some point, but then you look off into the distance and you're like, that makes no sense. You're feeling that this is the fridge logic giving into your head and you're kind of like having a relapse, so you just ignore it.
Smells like wine.
Passed with a 6.
Sonic Cup wine.
I rolled a nat 1.
Just a lot of wine.
All right, you guys reach on over to Kyle and you see that the path is right there. You look in the distance of where he's looking. All of you roll wisdom saves.
Come on, streak. 21 again. Holy shit.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Hey.
18. We all did good.
Yeah, we're all good.
You
on
all
this
did good. The smell, like, it's not even like you get like a tiny whiff of it, and you look off in the spot where you may have thought you've seen something, Kyle. It's just flowers.
I'm going scent blind. Though we know something's up with it, right? Like
you're
clearly
getting this feeling that something's occurring, or like at least there's something in the air that's like obviously wafting the smell over towards you, but you can't like get a firm grasp where, when, why, and how.
Something smells real good. Who's out there? Who smells good?
There was a guy. There was a guy.
Did he smell good?
I don't know.
And he looked like this, and I hold up a skull.
No, he didn't. Stop that.
Okay.
He was there.
Hold on. I throw a skull backward. Kyle's pointing.
Okay.
Like into the basket? Or into the
No. Well, he was pointing at the bush that direction.
Oh
wasn't he?
my fucking god, I can't believe it. You fucking throw it in there. You hear a doink and a hiss. You actually gave purchase.
I pull out a gun immediately and shoot right where I hear it.
No. Just give me a second.
See? Useful.
That's using your head.
The fuck, why is it not revealing? It's darkening. That's not what I want. I want it to reveal.
We gotta fight the darkening. Oh, hello.
We broke the game.
Oh, hey, that's what ate the bird guy.
You throw, yep, as you say that, the skull gives purchase on top of the thing's budding flowers. The flower spreads open, and then as it does so, you think, oh, that's not too bad. It's just a flower. A viney kind of hand kind of just like grabs out of the tree, lurches another one, and it stands up. It is a towering 8-foot-tall, lanky creature made of vines. Its body almost gives the same kind of like physiology as a velociraptor in form. That's where we're stopping.
All right.
At least for a
quick break.
Yep, this is our break time.
But we'll be right back at the table.
So that's why we need initiative at the start. Well, I got it already.
Oh, okay. We aren't re-rolling initiative.
Yeah.
No,
Gotcha.
you're not re-rolling. We got it.
I like this guy. He's jazzy.
And this music is actually like playing in your guys' head. This is setting off your fridge knowledge.
I remember this for some reason. I look into my hat. Babies, why do I remember this? You must know.
Steve the rat's like,
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
what are you doing?
I've been in a box and a hat for like 25 years.
Let me sleep.
I'm nocturnal.
Close the hat. I'm not done.
The whole sitcom about the talking rat and the two just normal animals. All living in a hat.
The fucking frog. That's you, buddy.
Oh, he just doesn't want to talk to
Yeah.
I can sympathize.
I choose to stay quiet. Alright. With that, we shall begin. Belghast, you're up first.
Alright, I'm actually going to, as a bonus action, use one of my trinkets. I'm going to pull out a slick, like almost the top part of a director's slap, and slap that onto my pistol, and it just grafts onto the end of the barrel as I aim and use my action to shoot at the damn thing.
Alright, roll the hit.
Oh, is that a 19 or 16?
I think it's 16.
Oh, darn.
Looks to me
I
anyway.
can crit on a 19. Let's see, 16 plus 4, 20.
That hits.
Alright, and then it's a D10.
Blaze.
Come here. Nah, 3 plus just so 4 damage, 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing.
Why don't you throw another skull at it? It worked so well.
Did the skull look like it hurt it?
I mean, it did. It
certainly
dent-
annoyed
it. It fucking bonked it on the head.
That's why.
Alright. Alright.
And is there any room behind Kyle?
I'm gonna say whatever is revealed you can move to.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Before it becomes uncomfortably hot.
Alright, then I'll move behind Kyle.
Well, it's uncomfortably hot.
I got my skulls keep me company.
Alright.
Use my skulls for cool.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm attractive.
Blugen.
Blugen is going to Dark Souls roll 1 square to the north. Point his finger guns. Prepare to hit the cutting room floor. Eldritch Blast. Firing Eldritch Blast. Numero uno.
Say the line, Warlock.
That is a 17 to hit.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you want me to roll these individually or roll Eldritch Blast damage as I hit?
Roll the hit.
Okay. Second to hit as the second one goes up. Pop, pop. That's a 23.
That hits.
All right. Eldritch Blast does D10 of my damage. It's a 6 and a 10. 16. Pop, pop.
That's some pretty fucking good and substantial damage. Good hit. You take a shot. This thing, you kind of like try to aim for the bulbous plant, but it kind of like lurches out of the way, and you take its arm. Like a good chunk of its forearm is now just burnt away. Is that your turn?
Bonus actions. Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Next up is alright. Who do I have here? Okay. Actually, you don't actually get to go because that's not happening, so never mind. Actually, okay, yeah, so we're going up back to this one. No, this guy here, the guy you've been shooting at, I need Kyle to roll. I need actually everyone in a 30-foot radius, so.
Everyone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's gonna hit everyone. Everyone roll a wisdom save.
19.
13.
13?
14 for me.
Kyle fails, unfortunately.
What?
Kyle, on your next turn, this thing is smelling so fucking like amazing right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Your
Smells so good.
It smells so good. You have no choice but to actually like go towards it. You gotta understand why this is happening. On your turn, you spend your movement to get as close to it as 5 feet close to this creature as humanly possible.
It just smells so good.
And with that, he
Got that good stink.
You watch as this thing actually kind of like looks. Since it used that ability, that is that one. Boopity boopity boopy. Yeah, it can't really do anything just yet until you show up. However, it will not let you take your time to step over because it has a bunch of other things coming at it or nearby. So he'll come to you.
Oh, hey plant, where you headed? Why don't you bring that vine over here?
Do it for the vine.
Do it for the vine.
All right. So since you are under its thrall, it gets to do this with advantage. Goes to chomp down right on top of your head.
Hug me, Seymour.
Feed me.
Feed me. Does a 23 hit you?
That's a good question.
Too high.
Yes, because I'm 15 armor class, right? So
All
yes.
right. The target is trapped inside the creature's jaws. While trapped, the target is blinded and restrained, has a total cover from all attacks other than the effects of the man trap itself. Takes okay.
But I'm into it, right?
But the fact of the matter is that the fact that you have to break out of this thing's fucking thrall, you are into it at this point.
Okay, all right.
It's your jam.
Oh fuck! I just dropped the dice.
Is there a scaly for plants?
I don't know.
Drop in the comments and let us know. Hey, Scott! He can't hear me.
Yikes.
What do I take any damage?
You take 10 points of acid damage.
Hell yeah! Oh, we're bringing acid. All right,
You are blinded and restrained, so that means that unless you use an action to get out of it, you can't move. But because this thing is using its pollen to keep you attracted, you have to break out of that first before you can even consider doing that. And you are not allowed to use your movement action unless it's to stay remaining within the 5 feet of this creature.
Guys, I'm stuck in here, but I'm fine.
Okay, well, all right.
All right. Bless you.
Thank you.
Belghast and Blugen roll wisdom saves.
Again?
Yep.
Natural 20, baby.
14.
14. Belghast, you unfortunately have been thralled to look off into the direction right to your east. And I will go ahead and move something without your knowing because you can't look in there just yet. Because that is all lush green, but it wants you are being asked to move your entire movement into the woods directly to the east of you.
Vanish.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Wanders off.
Not yet. And Belghast, Blugen, I need you to roll one more.
A separate one beyond the natural 20. Oh, that one's significantly less good. 13.
Failed. Not you, me.
Oh. I passed.
Yeah, you passed.
I got a great sniffer.
You are absolutely fine about this, but seeing that you're not really thralled about that, the goose is cooked. As this thing, another one, steps out from the woods to the north of you.
I want to zoom out some.
Yep.
I can do this at least. Oh, wow,
Zoom
it's
out.
really far away. How far is it?
Yeah, right there.
That far.
And it's going to use its movement. Go ahead, you can stop right there, because it's going to use the rest of its movement to get right about here. And that's as far as it can get.
Hello?
All right, we're back up the list. Roll another wisdom save.
Lord.
After I'm going to go ahead and move you. You are off, you get off into the darkness. This is what you see.
I smell a skull.
God damn it. Reveal. Not
If
dark.
this turns out you like rancoring one of them by holding like a tibia in their mouth or something.
I really wish this thing was way more fucking nice. There you go.
Oh, hi.
We'll make our own.
I think it's supper time.
Okay, now I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Worse. That's a 6, so an 8.
Yeah, you're still enthralled, but that doesn't mean you are not able to attack. So whatever you could do, as long as it doesn't require you to be able to use a movement action, you could do so.
Okay. I'll just look up at the man-eater, loosen my jaw, give me a kiss.
And then I just fire lightning out of my mouth.
All right, what do I got to roll?
It is a dex save, DC 12.
By 1, you got him.
Oh, all right. Then it's going to be the full damage of 2d10. Let's see. Where are my d10s? That's one. There's the other. Oh!
There it goes.
Unfortunately, this
Is that
one.
a D10 that you were throwing?
Yeah.
There you
That's disappointing. 6 lightning damage.
6? All right. You kind of like shock it. It like kind of like digs its roots into the ground to like try to absorb it, and then looks back at you as it's like sizzling from the heat, and lets out like a fucking hiss as it opens its mouth.
That's right. Come on.
No.
You see why Belghast is alone.
Yeah. All right. Blugen, you're up.
You're never alone when you have him.
Looking up something, making sure I know what I'm doing. All right. First things first. Now that I know that I am surrounded by plenty of friends, I am going to go ahead and cast Mirror Image. There are now 4 Blugens for this thing to deal with. Vexing it, possibly, hopefully. That is my action. Bonus action. I got nothing. And movement action. I'm going to move back down between Kyle and Belghast, just making a nice little T-block tetrahedron.
Alrighty, I'll move you. Right here?
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Next up is
4 Blugens are just conversing amongst each other. Now look, I think we could possibly make it out of that. Maybe we don't have to deal with
The
them.
one
What about
that's-
the babies in the hat? Maybe they can help.
the one that's got Kyle. Yeah, I'm just gonna. While he still got him, he has a bonus action to keep you ensnared and also to claw at you. So, what is your AC?
15.
Yes.
15? Fails. So it tries to claw at you, but you're not it's not able to see you because it's kind of like got you already. So it's like trying to use its like little raptor claws to like grab at you, and it's not gaining purchase on anything. It gets your overalls, but then like kind of like stops halfway.
Ooh, you tease.
Next up is number 2. Number 2. Well, he's on Belghast.
Blue just looks left, looks right. Mirror image is looking at each other.
Use a claw.
What the hell?
Does a 12 hit you?
Oh, that's just hit my AC.
Ah, fuck, sorry. Well, here comes that slashing damage of 4. It's 5, 6. 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And you are still... It uses its bonus action to keep you ensnared. As for... It's number 3's turn. Are you smart? Yeah, you're hungry and smart.
Well, hello.
He needs to spend an action to actually grapple you in order to ensnare you, so...
If he can.
If he
Each
can.
of us are pointing at each other. No, get him! What? How dare you?
He rolled a... Oh god, pitiful. He rolled a 5.
That's gonna miss all of us.
No, get him! No, him! You missed!
Him! Or none of us. No, you know what? I didn't want him to take you. It's okay. I didn't want him to take you either.
Kyle is up next. Since you are unfortunately still ensnared, you take... Before you could even do anything else, you take... And... Alright. You take 6 points of acid damage. What will you do? Well, but you have to roll a wisdom saving throw to get out first. Out of the enthrallment anyway, so you can at least have your movement back.
14?
Actually, wait, why am I rolling? No, that works.
Yeah.
You are snapped out of it. He can't do this to you again for the rest of the day. However, you are still kind of like restrained in this thing's mouth. And also, you know, you have movement, but you still gotta get out somehow.
Alright, so I can't... Can I use my
you can
blender?
spend it. You could spend an action to try and get out, or you could just keep attacking it with disadvantage.
I'll try and get out.
Okay, so use an athletics check. Or athletics or acrobatics of your choice.
I'll do acrobatics.
And I need to contest it.
16.
Try as this thing mites to grab you by the shoulders and keep your head kind of like down its throat. You like use your elbow to push this thing by the neck and you pry your head out. As that's what that bleaching agent was on all the rest of them. That almost was you, bud.
The bleaching agent?
Remember how all the skulls and everything were bleached?
Ah!
To the point where no one else in your party notices that your mouth is a little bit more wider than it should be, and you got a little extra bit of fangs there, friend, before you actually notice that that was almost melting away and your face reconforms itself.
Whew, you almost became another skull.
Listen, I know we were talking. I'm not ready for anything. I think we should get some space.
You can use a movement action to go away, but that will provoke an attack of opportunity.
I'm good. Just
Okay.
staying around. And I can't do anything else now.
Nope. Quinn, roll a wisdom save to get out of the thrall.
What is that? A 4.
4? Nah. You are restricted out of your movement, but you can still act.
Does having my movement restrict mean I can't use anything that require like a semantic component?
No, you can still do that.
Okay.
You just can't like actually move spaces.
Okay. Then I'm actually going to pop up in my ST slab and just say, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need some protection and cast Transient Bulwark on myself
Okay.
as a rushed incantation.
All right, cool. I now also need you to roll me a con save as you're standing inside the dense part of the jungle.
Ah. 7. Oh wait, a con. Yeah, it's still 7.
Con save. You are now poisoned.
Well, this isn't gonna work out.
That means your attack actions, and spell actions, and skill actions have disadvantage.
Dear Lord.
This is deadly.
It's bad.
Next, this compensates for the fact that their AC is pitiful. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Blugen.
All right. The 4 Blugens dancing around trying to shuffle
Louie, and
amongst
Blugen.
Yep. Let's see. I am going to cast Phantasmal Force and make this thing believe it's on fire.
What do I have to roll for that?
That would be a intelligence saving throw.
Wow,
This is
this
my
thing has
save.
a -5 to intelligence.
I'm counting on that.
Yeah, a not natural 1. Actually, a -2.
-2. This thing now believes it is fully on fire. It'll take 1d6 psychic damage. Is it now or later? Each round on my turn. Yeah. So it truly believes it's on fire.
All of these relationships are very toxic.
That is 2 points of psychic damage. As it kind of like looks around and it sees like one of the fake Blugens like lighting a match under it. Look out! And all of its leaves start going up in invisible flames that nobody else except this thing believes are real.
Cool.
And until it makes basically it can use an intelligence or investigation check on its turn to try to negate this. But until it succeeds, it is going to believe it is on fire, no matter how illogical. It can submerge itself in water and it'll still think it's on fire.
Cool. We're now up to the first one that had Kyle before. It's gonna try to bite at you, friend. Yeah, with an 8, that's not doing it, so it misses completely. That's its turn. Next is 2. 2 is the one that Belghast is competing with. He's gonna try and bite you. Oh, Jesus, that's an 18.
Yeah, that's -10 to an 8.
-10 to an 8?
Yep, so miss.
Wow. Good on you.
Transient Bulwark.
Yeah,
Be protected, folks. Wear protection.
It tried to...
Or light them on fire!
It tried to engulf its entire fucking flower over your head, and then just like there was a shield bubbling it, almost like a 60s like sci-fi film with the guys in the spacesuit.
Oh, that's not gonna work, honey.
Next is number 3, who is on fire. A nat 1!
Still believes it's on fire.
Oh
most
yeah, no,
definitely.
he does. So much, in fact, that he jumps into the water.
It still thinks it's on fire.
No,
It's
no,
it's
that activates something else.
It's underwater now.
Now the Doagna wakes up.
Yeah, so you watch this thing go into the water, but what lurches up out of it wasn't the creature itself. It's not the man-trap humanoid. It's a giant fucking 15-foot long gator.
Crunch! That guy likes his salad.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll that, because...
I'd rather deal with the plant.
We just fed the gator, okay?
Don't think that plant's enough. That was a salad.
Okay, we fed it. Oh no, it's first course.
Alright, it takes 18 points of piercing damage, is grappled, and is kind of stuck in the water now. That's its turn. Now we're up to Kyle. Kyle, it's your turn. You're still... Did you break free of the thrall?
I did.
You did? Okay, so yeah, you have your movement and you have your action.
I'm gonna use my blunderbuss.
Okay.
And
roll the hit.
yeah.
But you are 5 feet in front of it, so... Oh wait, no, we flubbed it. That's
He's
not the
just
case.
unloading it.
Yeah, it's a blunderbuss, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
16.
16? That absolutely hits.
Cool. And then
What's 2d8?
2d8, so 2 plus 7
Plus your dex, I think.
Yep.
It's actually, if you're proficient, it would be
plus 2.
yes.
2 plus 7 plus 2.
So 11.
11 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. This thing's not looking good. You kind of like blow away a good part of its like lower half of its body. It's still kind of like wimply standing up on like barely one leg, but it's still there. But you did do a substantial amount of damage.
Nice.
Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah. Do I have a minor action?
You used a action. You have a bonus action, reaction, and movement.
You can still move away if you want, but it's still try to attack you.
But that'd be to my advantage if I took a step away, right? Because
No,
No,
It's
it'll
his advantage.
it'll attack you.
It will attack you unless you use to
okay.
disengage. It will attack you.
Okay. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Next turn is back up the list. Quinn.
Roll against the enthrallment.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, 7.
No, that's a failure.
All right. Second verse,
Just
same as the.
nuzzling the thing.
So I did actually get this wrong. With my rush invocation, the transient bulwark was actually just a bonus action, so I wasted my action last turn. Didn't feel like going back in time for that. So this time I'll do it again. Transient bulwark, clap, and then bang.
You have to do it with disadvantage. You're right in front of him.
Yeah, and I'm poisoned anyway.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's the skulls,
Okay.
but I'm not saying it's not the skulls.
15.
15. That hits.
Actually, 14.
That hits.
Okay. Alright. 1d10. 4 piercing.
Okay. That's you fucking open fire on this thing. You nick the inside of its mouth. Next is Blugen. Unless you have anything else to do.
No, yeah, I can't move.
Alright, just on my turn, the psychic fire does another 2 points of damage to
Okay.
old gator face over there.
He's not doing good either. With the gator face nonsense, he took some substantial damage.
Belghast is not grappled, right? He's just poisoned over
No,
there?
he's poisoned.
Okay. That corridor around him, does it look like there's anything, like,
That's
any way
all.
to...
That's
Okay,
all
so-
vegetation.
So I can't get to
You
either
can,
side.
You can get to it. It's just that you will have to roll a con save on the end of your turn.
That
and,
sounds unnecessary.
You will have to roll a con save on the end of your turn, and you move at half movement.
I'm just gonna... I was thinking about walking up and just, shocking grasp it, but I'm right here. I get a good glimpse at both sides. Does it look like... which one looks like it's more heavily damaged?
Everyone except for the one that Belghast is fighting.
Alright, I'm going to... Eldritch Blast! Belghast's. Where I'm at. That is a 15.
That hits.
And then the second one... Yeah, that also hits. That's a 17 on the die. Alright. 2d10. As an 8 and a 4. 12 points of force damage. As pop, pop, poof, poof.
Good show. Jolly good. Anything else?
I mean, if that thing's being grappled and it looks like Kyle has that thing. Yeah, that's basically my turn.
Okay.
I have no reason to move from my position.
The one that's fighting Kyle's turn is gonna try and go for another bite. 13, 14, 15.
That hits.
Yeah, that's your AC.
Ooh, that hits. Okay. So that is 1 point of piercing damage, and you are engulfed.
Cool.
So you are blind and restrained.
And horny.
If only you were playing a bard, then that status effect would be on 24 hours a day.
Yeah, welcome to the jungle.
Alright, that's its turn. So you're gonna take acid damage on the start of your next turn.
Cool.
Number 2, who is fighting Belghast, gonna go for a bite. 16.
Minus 10 for 6, miss.
Yep, so that's a failure on his part. Number 3. Psychic damage?
No, only on my turn.
Oh, only on your turn, okay. He needs to roll a... No. And now he needs to roll to get out of this grapple. And that one, no.
He's on fire and being eaten by an alligator. It's not great for him.
Yeah, so now I gotta figure out what the gator damage is gonna be.
I feel really bad for this guy.
You just hear... Oh, wow. Yeah, you just hear... Gone.
Oh no.
Wilhelm!
Died the way he lived, believing he was on fire.
These guys just wanted to attack us, and that I just was tortured.
I just feel real bad, you know?
I just imagine Kyle muttering.
Hey, that one did nothing wrong.
Yeah, Kyle is muttering from inside the piranha head, just like, oh come on.
They're just doing what they think is right.
Guys, you can give them a shot.
I'm kinky, but that's too far.
I think we should give them a shot. They should do. They're not nice. Look at that bad.
We're back up the list. Quinn.
Alright, well, okay, you know what? I'm not using that one anymore for at least to get out of the enthrall. Ah, natural 20 for 22.
Yay! Come back to your senses.
Alright.
Opa, you can now use movement actions.
Oh, did we? No, okay.
And you're
good.
still poisoned, so yeah.
Yeah, no. First things first, let's try... Bam! For another lightning blast. Another dex save.
Alrighty. Oh god, I fell on its side. Ha! No! 7.
Alright, it failed, so hopefully these... I'm not using... my dice have become less and less reliable. I'll use you.
I just really want you to do the Godzilla thing from like the
you.
first movie, just scream down its throat.
If I was still enthralled by it, the kiss would have gotten deeper.
True.
Okay, so that's a 6.
16.
Is it... So
A
0
0
is a 10 on a d10.
Yes.
Alright, so that's 16 lightning damage.
16 lightning damage. Wow, you essentially do that. It's not dead yet, but like you're still like you fucking open this thing up, scream inside of its mouth, and the entire bottom half of it just sizzles in fucking like nuclear flame.
Scream in my mouth.
He's still grabbing onto your wrist, indicating there's still fight left in him, but you did some fucking significant damage.
You're going to have to come to me next time. Transient will work, and then I roll away.
Alright, so I'm going to attempt to hit you for a 14.
Minus 10 to 4, miss.
Alright, you got out.
And that's it for me.
Blugen.
Blugen's gonna walk up to the poor cindering one, just kind of like pat it on the side. It's okay, he does that to everyone. Shocking grasp.
You're gonna walk in there.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
You're gonna...
Yeah, no,
Oh, is that the danger zone
Yeah, that's
in there?
the danger
Yeah, no,
zone.
that's
mind.
the poisoned area
Oh.
if you go that way.
Sorry, I thought it was an actual path. Never mind. I skip my gag and I shoot it with an Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna shoot the one that Belghast was dealing. Basically, I'm gonna like guns out to either side. Fire one at each.
Alrighty.
That is a modified 20 to hit one. I'll say that one goes to the Kyle that is being grappled. And
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't attack.
The other one is a 21.
We're getting
Both hit.
married.
All right. The one grappling Kyle takes 7,
Alrighty.
and the one that Belghast was fighting Takes 2. Not
2?
quite as much.
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, haha! Basically, as it's trying to like rearrange itself from the horrific thunder, like lightning damage that it just took, it like folds its face back up, and as soon as it does, and through the hole you can see my finger smoking on the other side.
Alrighty, he's down.
All right. The other one's still up?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Alright, well...
It just got revoked.
Number 1's turn. He's gonna go ahead and slash at you, Kyle.
My boyfriend. We're getting married.
Nat 20.
Oh, good for you. I'm so happy for him.
This is double damage then. Oh god. That's, yeah, that's 12 slashing damage. And now for the acid damage.
Oh, there's more. Cool.
But wait, there's more.
So, sorry, what was that number before? I have to pull out
12.
a calculator. 12. Okay.
It's 11. You have 11 left.
Okay. And then...
11? Alright, well,
Is there more? That's...
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 acid damage.
I am unconscious.
Yeah, Kyle is now limp in the...
Two dangly legs.
Oh
You
my
went
God.
limp in your boyfriend's mouth.
Just another Saturday night. Kyle says, "Oh my God, this never happens," and he and he's gone.
Fuck.
Belghast just dies.
Unfortunately, this thing has a bonus action now to swallow you whole, so,
Oh, great. Well, I guess I'll have another skull for the pile.
well, you have death saving throws, and you also have, unless this thing eats you all the way through. Since it now has movement action, it actually goes ahead and uses its movement to get to the other side.
Oh,
Dragging Kyle along with it.
Yep. Alright, it's now, well, Jess' turn. Jess, roll a death saving throw, which is a 1d20.
1d20, and if it's above 10, if it's 10 or above, good.
It's like a
Below
coin
10,
flip.
bad.
Yep.
Okay. I'm preparing
10,
the table.
10 above is
10 above is
Yeah,
you
okay.
succeed.
Just forget 10 falls on that.
Yeah, succeed.
Alright, 1 success for
So you
you.
want to fill in that dot right there on successes.
And that's your turn. Alright, back up the list.
Can I still see the plant from here as it's moving away?
You saw it move away, but then it's gone. Like, you have to now either move through the brush or find some other way across.
Did I see what direction it was
Yes, you
going?
saw it go completely west of where you're going.
Okay, then what I'll do actually is step over here. Man, I hate burning all 3 of these in one go, but I need to save our intern. Fire lightning right down that way.
Alright, roll it.
The
Well, I
paper-
have to roll.
Dex
dex
save
save.
from you.
The paperwork alone would just be a nightmare.
I'm so sorry, Nat 20.
All right, it's still double.
half
It's
damage.
still half damage though, so I can still. You've been good to me. I'll take you 2.
Pretty good.
3 lightning damage.
3 lightning
That-
damage?
I've already halved it. It was 6.
I thought that other one was a 7.
Was it? I thought I saw 1.
Oh
but-
my god, this thing is like fucking barely standing.
Damn it. Do I at least hear it still moving away?
Yes, you do.
It's still alive!
Blugen, your turn.
Alright, I am out of spells. And I can't see it, so like firing on it I would have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Blind fire it is! Nah! First to hit. That
Real quick,
is
write down 21349. It's fucking up again.
21349.
Yeah, this might.
I mean, if we're editing around the like, if we're editing with the archive footage that we're recording, I don't think it's an issue. That is a 9 plus 7, 16 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, and the second. That's a 13 to hit.
That just hits.
All right, cool. I get full damage on this somehow. As I fire, no, Kyle! Bang, bang. That is another 6 points of force damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Kyle, no! Bang, 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 bang. Just a platoon of Blugens firing blindly into the woods, like the scene from Predator, when Jesse Ventura. And then we just hear a thud.
and also a throw-uppy noise.
I think I got him!
Kyle.
He's out. He can't hear you.
I know. I still say it. Kyle.
All right. Well, go ahead and move, you guys. I'll go ahead and say that you can at least. You know what? Do you guys want to move to him? Obviously.
Yeah, I'll just follow the course.
That
of
would be
my
the
right
attempt,
hand.
although I don't think any of us have any healing items or magic. Unless my babies do. I look into the hat. And you guys know how to heal a...
The fuck is going on out there?
Oh, hi, Steve.
Can we still use like a medicine check to stabilize him?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
I'll assist you.
I have to do this
So you'll
with-
head over that way.
Yeah, I have to do this.
All right, both of you roll a wisdom save.
Great.
Wisdom save.
I'm still poisoned, right?
Yep.
So this is disadvantage.
19.
Why did I choose those? Those are the same dice as been screwing
19?
me every
19
day.
for moi.
You survive.
I survive.
You survive.
I got a 5.
You fail. You're about to go help Kyle, and you walk back into the woods.
Well, I was
Okay,
going
bye,
into the
Belghast.
woods.
I guess this is all on me. And me. Doctor.
Hold on, this fucking reveal thing is botched again.
It's this. Oh, great.
No, there's another one. I'm just here trying to save Kyle.
Oh, hello there.
So you want me to make a medicine roll, or do I have to wait till
Let me roll for this thing because it has to.
has to switch in on initiative?
Oh, nat 20. It's up on the list.
Okay.
Detective Belghast.
Right. There was a fourth one. It's just that you were too far away. If this didn't occur, you probably wouldn't have to do this. Sorry. All right. Natural 20. So we're still going down initiative, so he'll be on the top of the next order. So
No worries.
your go.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to attempt a medicine check to stabilize Kyle. 16 plus 17.
I will go ahead and say that he gets to succeed on a saving throw. So you get one more.
You can bubble in another dot there.
They'll just bubble it in.
Yep. And now it's
Live!
And now it's your turn to actually roll for it. If you succeed one more, you stabilize.
Then you get 1 health point.
Okay.
Yay!
Yep. So you're back up with 1.
He's alive! He's alive! He's alive!
I don't like. What am I covered in?
Thunder crackling in the background. I believe it's acid.
Great.
Oh, by the way, this is actually supposed to happen. Unfortunately, you were knocked out. What was on the floor wasn't like Kyle's face. You actually saw what almost looked like the same morphology of a running gag, except it had no face and a giant gaping smile. Roll a history check.
Thank God he got back, because when I got to you, it was weird.
Yeah, your face.
Oh, you're all like smudge-faced. That's a 10.
He's a mock. He's what a running gag is if it had intelligence.
It's almost like you were one of the...
Yeah, the jig is up. He knows you're a mock.
No. Okay, Blugen, let's just use our inside voices right now, because I know.
But we're outside.
Okay. Well. I know you want to yell real loud about the cool thing you just found out. I don't think Belghast finding out this would be a good idea.
Right. He wouldn't want to find out about this.
While getting Frenched by
Wait
a
a minute.
plant.
Yeah, you just hear
Where is
gunfire.
Belghast? Looks around.
That's a good question.
Yeah, just gunfire in the middle distance.
Bang, bang. We'll circle back to this.
We don't have to.
Okay.
Well, you can use half your movement to stand up because you are knocked prone.
Cool.
So you only have 15 feet of movement at your turn.
Oh, okay. How do I?
That's 3
Yeah,
squares.
it's just so when
You can move
when
3 squares.
When your turn happens next time, you can't move. You have your full 6 squares.
Okay, until like a long rest or something.
No, just next turn.
Just this turn.
You've essentially spent half your movement for a turn to stand up.
Got it. Okay, I've never passed out before in a D&D game.
First for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Belghast. Yeah, Belghast.
I guess there's another one of these things out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and meta this for you because it actually is something that could assist you. As a mock, you have a natural ability that's a ranged weapon, so you can attack without actually going into the brush.
Right. The whip or the
tongue.
The tongue. Let's tongue it. I've already done it one piranha plant tonguing
one,
today already.
And Belghast won't be able to see us, so...
You can get right there.
All right, let's fucking do it.
Roll to hit.
A d20 or a
Yep.
Yeah, and then there should be a plus sign next to whatever the number is on your sheet.
13?
13?
Are you
Yep.
sure that's not
Plus-
plus anything?
Plus 4? Is that the attack
17.
bonus?
Yes.
Okay.
So 17. to hit.
17.
So you roll to hit. It also you can bonus action to attempt to grapple this thing as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
So roll the damage.
Who's just saying like, that's so cool. Why do you hide this?
We will circle back to it.
What?
Nothing. You're dying. So I got a 3, and then I add a 1, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So 4. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 points of damage. Roll a athletics check to grapple this thing.
8.
8. I have to roll against it. Nat 1. Belghast, you see this thing's mouth open as it's about to fucking Demogorgon you, and then all of a sudden another like fleshy tongue like grabs this thing by the throat, yanks it to the side. You have an attack of opportunity on this thing.
Bang!
Roll to hit.
Yeah. Okay, not you. You've been betraying me all
You need
night.
to use both. You're still poisoned.
That's right. So
You just
not
shit
that
talked
one.
it.
6 plus 4, 10.
10. That unfortunately misses.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, you can't hear Kyle, but he goes, "Oh, come on!"
What the? What is our version of hell in this world? Fiction!
We'll circle back to it.
Nah, the hells are still a thing.
Okay.
The hells are still a thing.
I mean, for Belghast, it may still just be fiction.
Yeah, fair. What the
Blugen?
Alright, back up the list. It is now its turn. It has to roll a competing athletics check. So roll a strength check, athletics check to keep it in place.
Athletics check?
Yep. Does an 8.
I think it will.
I got a 3, so...
Yeah, it broke out.
Ugh.
It used its turn to break out, so now it's looking at you.
My
That's
tongue
its
is-
turn.
my
You
tongue is
wasted
tired.
its turn, though. That's good. Alright, back up the list, Quinn.
I have to roll for the thrall. Because it had me. That's why I was in there with
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to
Enthrall
move. You have to move towards it. But so.
Well, do I roll against the enthrall first?
Go
or do
for
I
it.
still
You know
move?
what? Yeah, go for it.
9.
Yeah, it's a failure. You walk right back up to it. You can choose to either be here or
Why
to
did
be
you
here.
leave me?
I'll choose to be there.
Okay.
I'll follow exactly where the tongue came from.
Oh, it's Kyle. He has no face. He just has a giant gaping mouth.
What?
We'll circle back to it.
Circle back to it!
What?
We'll circle back to it! Okay?
Well, stop that with my date. Stop it. We were doing a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was
didn't know.
playing hide the bullet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were taking.
Okay, well.
You're not grappling it anymore. You know this, right? You don't have to do that.
I know.
But it's funny.
You got the tongue sticking out.
Yeah!
Yeah, I made it in speech and grammar.
I'm an English major.
For the time being, I'll keep the gun pointed that way. That way. I see you.
You still have your attack action, so.
Yes.
You're
still do.
right, I do.
You can still hit. Like, just because you're enthralled doesn't mean you can't hit. All it does is just make you not use
But
your
I'm
move
still
action.
poisoned, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So everything, it's all against me at the moment.
Oof.
Oh.
That's a massive oof.
Yeah, no, that's a 6. That ain't happening.
All right.
Bang!
Blugen. Keep track of your reload, too.
Yeah, no, I'm at 2. I got 2 more shots left.
I'm going to move south 1 just so I have an angle that isn't firing through Kyle.
Okay. There you go.
All right. And say it with me, class. Elder's Blast! Bam! 2 shots go off. That is a 18 to hit and a 14 to hit.
They both hit.
Alrighty.
Hey.
11 points of force damage as pop pop.
Very good hit. All right.
And that is Blugen.
All right. Back up the list. It's now its turn.
Don't die, Kyle!
Yeah, it
I'll
kind
try.
of look. I'm gonna have to roll to see if it decides that if its primary target or the thing that just like denied its lunch looks juicier.
Also, how much,
You have 1 hit.
You have 1 hit point.
You're like on your last legs.
It wants to go for its original meal. Belghast.
Oh, thank God.
Honey!
A 5.
That misses.
Miss. It tries to bite down on top of you and you dodge out of the way.
Oh, you have to try better than that.
Back up the list. Your turn.
Bang. Let's try a whole new set of dice. That's
better.
an 8.
That fails.
Well, I mean, it's 12.
Right. It is 12. So that matches, actually.
Okay, so that hits.
Aggressor wins.
Alright. 1d10. You. 14. Oh, not 14. 11.
11 points of damage. Very good hit. Blugen.
Blugen's going to walk up to the south of it.
Yahoo.
I'm gonna tap it on the side with a shocking grasp.
Go for it.
Hello. Natural fucking 20.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Roll it. Deal double damage.
I will roll double the dice for shocking grasp, which I believe is a D8.
No, it's roll normal damage and then multiply it.
Oh, okay. I'll just do that then. Brr-pa-pa. 14 electric damage. Oh, wait. That's right. It's shocking grasp at this level. I have to roll 2d8 anyway. 14 plus 4. 18 electric damage.
Wait, no. It's roll both the damage die and then multiply the total.
Yeah, I just did.
It's 2d8 because.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
I just remembered the number. My bad.
because shocking grasp.
So it was 18?
Yes.
Okay. My bad.
18 zappy damage.
Wow, you fucking like you blew out both its legs, but it's still using its arms to keep itself up.
Ooh, that ain't healthy.
Kyle.
I'm gonna use my whip.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Oh god. And sorry, I add the 5 here. To
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
right?
So it's 8.
So that's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh. Can I do anything else?
You have a second attack,
Don't you have? Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
you?
you have an extra attack because you're a fighter, level 5 fighter. You can attack twice.
Oh.
So you can attack again with the whip if you want.
I think we could have been doing this whole time.
I could have been.
Well, start with the Thunderblast because that's just one shot.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's why I wasn't.
And also, he
gonna
used his bonus action to grapple the thing.
Gotcha. Although I don't think extra attack is a bonus attack or bonus. Bleh.
Yeah, his attack action.
But a contestant grapple counts as an action.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the whip again. Okay,
That one'll hit.
14 plus 5 is
19.
19.
We were exposing meta at a
It's all
very
good.
quick pace, so I'm sorry if I kind of blew that.
Alright, so you hit with that whip, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
not
did.
19.
Roll the hit.
Okay.
I rolled damage.
Or roll damage,
So
actually.
we'll say
1d4 plus whatever your strength is.
1d4 is the pyramid.
Yeah, this one right here. This one.
Oh.
The caltrop.
So you want to roll. What is that? So it says 1d4. Is that an S or a 5?
I think it's a 5 plus 2.
Okay. So 1d4.
You wrote it, so I can't- I think
1d4
it's
plus 7, I think.
Yeah, seems high.
Yeah, no, it should be just strength then. So it's 1d4 plus
Or
your strength.
Dex, I think, because it's a.
Well,
Or
no,
dex,
dex,
right.
Yeah, it's definitely. It says plus 2 at the very.
Because it is a
so-
finesse weapon, right? So we can use
so
dex.
it's plus
so it's at least 4.
Yes.
4 damage.
4 damage? How do you want to kill it?
Yay! With a weed whacker.
I whip it around the neck, and I say, something clever. I don't know. I'm really tired, and I.
You yank its head right off.
Yeah,
Got him!
like a daisy.
Right on, and that's fight. And you know what?
So I just.
Good on you, Kyle. You got him.
I
You got
just-
him back.
I stare at you as your arm kind of reads back into place, and I look at you and go, I'm starting to realize why bones made you so uncomfortable.
Also, just from a humanity point, I feel like picking up skulls is something that would hurt anyone's feelings.
In my defense, helped out a lot here.
Did it? Did it really?
I mean, if they were
It helped us find that guy.
And-
Points back at the dead one behind me.
if they were trapping us, we now no longer are trapped. I call this a win, and I've learned a lot more about you.
Who wants to go rest in the hut?
I want to rest, please.
I only lost 6 health. Sure.
I mean, you can take a short rest.
Yeah, a short rest will get me back all my spell slots, so.
All right,
Woo,
well,
warlock.
at this point, this is where we're going to stop for now.
Opa! But before we go, do we have art?
Yes, we do.
We have art!
Hey.
I'll close us out by looking at the hut where we're going to
So
find
look
it.
at the brown camera clean right now while you get stuff ready.
Okay.
Camera clean while we get stuff ready. Sounds good.
This is from Marvel Poison.
Marvel Poison, what's the time code?
2:57:49.
This is so cute.
From Marvel Poison. Oh, I love this.
Hell yeah.
I think it captures the personalities perfectly.
Yeah.
Until now, we have discovered that that Kyle is a fucking mimic in disguise.
Wider, awkward smile.
But it still captures the personality.
Yeah.
Marble Poison's always been really great at that.
Speaking of Marble Poison, there's a second one here.
Oh boy.
And then there were two.
And then there were two. I hope to God. Oh boy.
In the meantime, enjoy this nice concept art of 1920s New York.
Slash potentially Los Angeles. No, it's definitely.
No,
New York.
it's New York. This was this was
pretty
Mafia.
high
Hey!
This is concept art from the game Mafia. More Marble Poison. Some NPCs.
I love the Kilroy.
Hell yeah.
Everyone loves Kilroy.
Yeah.
I like his beret.
Yeah, they're great.
Hell yeah.
And the Hot Wolf.
Arden.
Pre-pug.
Yeah,
Transformation.
pre-pug transformation Arden.
Pre-puggening.
Thank you so much, Marvel. Always love seeing your work.
So we got, would you believe me if I told you we got more Kyle work?
I might, but I believe it more when you show it to me.
I hope, we can only hope.
There we go. Hey.
Hold on,
Yes.
let's get rid of that. And
I saw this one. It fucking rules.
Who made
this is from SP Crashworks.
Yeah.
SP Crashworks? Hell yeah. Here, you might want to either zoom out or scroll down a little.
There you go.
It's so cute.
You can move it up a little bit. There you go.
That's what interning is like.
It is.
Interning with an abomination.
Hey, we're more progressive around here. I'm the only abomination according to him.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, SP Crashworks.
Next is Rabbit Black. If I fucking roll 20, you make me sad.
Ooh. Pinup style, I love it.
Yeah. It's glamour and magic.
With their ears.
Yeah, with their quote-unquote ears. Well, to be fair, Magix is real. Magix actually has real ears. It's just that the fucking thing that was controlling her hid them.
Couple of cuties. Couple of mind-controlled cuties.
Yeah. The colors are great. Like
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like the contrast. It's very good.
The black in the background of the red and then pink and black.
And that's the best part about the sketch, ladies and gentlemen. You can make them look like anything the fuck you want. They could be literally any mimic of any race in D&D, but they're still just sketches. So have fun with that bit of knowledge.
Hell yeah.
Because I actually want to show something off at the end of this. Next is from R. Boomera.
Arbumara.
Please, Mother of God.
Arbumara.
Yeah.
This thing really wants to keep showing off Marble Poisons.
Can't blame him. He's Belghast.
Oh, I have
Belghast.
glasses in this one.
Yeah. It fits him.
It's his reading glasses.
Fitting. I can't shoot straight without them.
That's why you failed. The fucking monster swallowed your reading glasses.
Look it up. Belghast was wearing his glasses.
And Steve pops out of the hat. This is why you wear contacts, you idiot.
Thanks, Steve.
I poke him right in the eye. And that's why you don't.
All right. Next up is from Bangarangalico. This is actually something from your game, Nick.
Hell yeah.
I unfortunately have very little to.
It's all right. I can give context.
Yeah.
This is from the Terror at Blighted Plains, where. Let's see.
Hold on, I'll zoom in.
No worries. In the back of the Suzuki Esteem, we have.
I'm sorry, just looking at the tiny skeleton and not knowing what the fuck is happening is great.
Well, the tiny skeleton is Caitlin's character. She is a doll made out of bones. Who needs to get 10 human sacrifices in order to stay tethered to the mortal plane this year. In the back there, that's her brother, Bart the Butcher. He's a cannibal. He also likes cutting people up with chainsaws and is just, he's just trying to do best for his sister. And up front, poor Gabriel. Gabriel just trying to do his damn best. Luckily, the full moon's not out yet, so he's still a human. Just driving around, trying to get shit done.
And you think I'm bad for the skull collecting?
Well,
It was
yeah,
a very fun one shot. Caitlin Martin and Ed Bosco joined for that one. Definitely check it out if you haven't. If you're still in the mood for something Halloweeny.
And that's all the fan art I have for right now.
Hell yeah.
However, I did want to show something else off.
However.
I would have liked to shown off that I know that this isn't like fan art per se, but it has something to do with like, hey, if you've liked what you've seen so far, I've been piecemealing some free primer stuff about fiction as a world itself and as a setting over on my Patreon to the point where I've actually dropped a piece full of lore of the actual set races you could be in this game.
Hell yeah.
If you want load, please.
Load plus.
Plus load.
Load flux.
Put in. Computer put in.
Computer go.
Take your time, computer. I know you've had a rough life.
Computer go. Go computer.
I can't wait to actually be able to get my own fucking laptop in a few days.
Ooh.
So these are all like the base add-on races. So you know how like there's like Warforged and Kashaladar and Eberron and stuff? This is basically all the stuff you could possibly be in fiction.
I love the funky cloaker.
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite things about this primer is that you can be a cloaker.
I'll scan it. You don't have to move it anymore.
All right.
I'll just start from up here.
Looks like it would be singing like it reminds me of Tamatoa from Moana.
What, the one on the left?
The cloaker.
Oh, the cloaker.
Just in pose and in like color.
My artist actually, one of the things that my artist was getting back to me actually was what armor looks like on them, and I can't wait to show that off.
Hell yeah.
For anyone who's asking, what the hell is that dude with the bright blue hair going on? That's a Johnny, and they are basically living spells. Like a spell just became a dude.
Oh.
Okay, so what's the
Big old ant boy
The
there.
bug is a Terrell. So you know what carrion crawlers are?
Yeah.
One wizard got really upset about the fact that he has no way of getting rid of the carrion crawlers, which were there to get rid of like corpses and shit and all the sickness. So it said, fuck it, throw it in the Astral Sea. And the Astral Sea had an idea. Make them their own thing. So now they're roaming plague doctors that eat illness.
Scroll back down a little bit. I love the pose on what I'm assuming is the sketch.
Yep.
Yeah, rules.
Vex did a really good job on that one.
And our mock is down there.
Yep, there's a mock pretending to be a chest.
Pile of gold.
As mimics do.
Who's the sluggy boy next to him?
That's a Malu. That's actually on DM's Guild. That was one of the
okay.
things from TFS from Natural Wonders.
Yeah.
You met a couple of those. You met the C versions of them. But,
I remember. I had to teach them how to wax seal things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm distracted by the Ursula here.
Oh, that. So you know what a scum is? It was from Waterdeep. They actually, that's what happens when an aboleth tries to turn you into a aberration.
Huh.
So it's basically like, you know how when Mind Flayers, Ceramorphosis only works halfway and you get away by looking like a Mind Flayer, why we have all aberrant mind sorcerers or warlocks? Think that, but with an aboleth instead.
And all this stuff is on your Patreon right now?
Yes. The lore is up there for free. The stats, you're gonna have to be a patron to get to, but you basically get this and more for as playable races in your games.
What's the URL if you want to plug that? Patreon.com/
Ever Ingot Almanac. I know it's gonna be fucking weird.
Ever Ingot Almanac.
Yeah, just go on my Twitter. You'll never see me shut the fuck up about it.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so, and you also get to be Mothman.
Who doesn't want to be Mothman?
Is that
Who the fuck
one
doesn't
on
want to
the
be Mothman?
Far right, first row.
Yep. And that bottom one on the far right, that's basically they let you be a beholder person.
This one down here?
Yep. And the one next to it is my joke on Warforged, which is just the throw, which is just living cloth demons.
I've heard that one's pretty popular.
It's pretty fucking popular.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie.
Well, you can basically make them whatever the fuck you want. The whole point is that they're made of cloth and filled with astral energy, and now you have cloth people.
Hell yeah. We'll definitely check that out. Look at Zito's Twitter and to find the proper link.
Yeah, go to CZ Backlash on Twitter and you'll find it. If you actually look at my header image, it shows all the stuff I am at, so you'll find a link there.
Oh yeah. Well, with all that out of the way, I suppose we'll be back next week to continue on our journey.
The finale.
Ooh!
Wrap this
The
up.
finale of this here mini-series. Well, we'll see what happens with that next time at the table. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.